Hey everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Just waiting for my co-caster play to get in here and get the player wheel set up. Spin the wheel, we'll get our teams together. Spin the wheel, get our maps together. We'll be ready to roll. Make sure the bracket command's working. We don't have a bracket yet, but make sure it works. There it is. Hopefully everybody's having them a nice Easter 420 weekend. Whatever you guys partake in. And don't forget, we got a few other events coming up. Tomorrow, Plague's Shove Cup. I think it's for 2,000 and below duelers. That's gonna be nice. It's kind of like our Diamonds in the Rough, but I think he raises his skill cap a little bit higher. And then Monday, Quake Angel will be doing for Quake Cafe. I think they're doing a Koth this Monday. I think next Monday they'll do a sacrifice tournament, so that's gonna be nice. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Alright, Play just messaged me, so he's gonna be there in a second. Let me see where we are with the player wheel.
Hey, lady man.
Oh, there, I was getting ready to ask you where the player wheel's at.
The player wheel. Oh, it's somewhere you'll have to reach. You'll have to dig deep to find it.
Sir, I just need you to send me that link, or I strike you down.
Fuck.
By the way, that is not PlagueTV, if you can tell. That's Mr. DRon, aka Asshat.
There you go, sir. There's some wheel. The wheel of mating.
All right, and we did have an even number of people, if I ask.
26.
All right.
All right, partner.
There's a few people.
Spin the beach ball.
There are a few people that, I mean, I don't know if you guys read the rules or not, but the way we're going to do it is, if we have two really high players, we may break them up. Try to keep it from being too outdone, but I don't see a lot of really high-end people here, so it should all even out. I only see two people I can't allow together right now, really, two people. So the likelihood of that happening, slim to none. Since I said it, it will probably come to pass. Yes, sir.
Bracket. I guess I'm creating the bracket.
Plague. Alright, well. While Plague's gone, are you ready for me to spin the wheel, sir?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Sir, and you sound really low right now. You need to get your mic fixed, get that shit fixed.
Sir, let me grab a beverage really quick.
Oh my
sir.
god.
Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
God, dude. You. See, folks, who I have to deal with when UNKiND's not around?
Well, sir, UNKiND is a seasoned admin veteran, right? I'm stepping in. I'm a pro player. I'm not a pro admin.
You know what? I think I can whip you up a word pad and I'll start the wheel while you're getting your beverage.
Sir, give me just 2 seconds.
Yeah, let's get the wheel spin so we, yeah, you're right. It's hard to find good help these days. So I'll go start the wheel. I'll write him down on a word pad. When he gets back, I'll let him know. So let's get it going. Let's get our first team started here. All right, LSB. Let me type you in there, buddy. Tell us you're gonna be paired up with G-Nick. That's gonna be a good team. That's gonna be a good team.
Alright, sir. I'm back. Told you.
Alright, well, I've already spun the wheel. First team is gonna be Tell Us Beef 196 and G-Nick.
Hold on one second. I get a notepad open.
And your mic still. Gonna hurry and buy you a dedicated mic, sir. Step it up.
Tell Us Beef and G-Nick, sir. Team number
1.
Yes.
We gotta be professionals. Let's get it done. Alright, team number 2. Oh shit, hold on. I guess it didn't apply. When you sent me the wheel, you didn't. Oh. Okay. So I had to go to advanced options and fix this. He didn't fix it.
What did I not fix?
You didn't go down and scroll down to remove choice after it's been landed on. Well, I fixed it, folks. So,
Success. This is gonna be a little. It's gonna be a little rough, you know. I don't.
All right. So if it don't Tell Us Beef and G-Nick, they're already off the off the thing.
Okay, I got it.
I'm about to open up a beer. It sounds like it's appropriate for that.
Okay,
they're already made it. That's what I just did. I opened one, so.
All right. Yeah, I'm surrounded by great help tonight.
Sir, this is gonna be the best tournament ever, right?
Hardly. You're doing the hard. Oh, they're hardly salty.
Hardly salty.
Okay.
Hardly salty made the den last night without missing check-in, and looks like did 2 days in a row. Salty, that's pretty good.
Jane Doe, our resident 2v2 fanatic. She loves 2v2.
Okay, let's talking about Jane Doe and more talking about wheel spinning. Sir.
All right, Isa.
Lots of A's. Very BJ. Very BJ action. In addition to beer tonight, I have Sour Patch watermelons. You know, do you prefer the kids or the watermelons?
Prefer the kids.
You prefer the kids, huh?
I prefer I Play Dreamcast. So that's odd, and I Play Dreamcast together.
That's team 3, yes.
I'm just making sure you're on the ball, sir. Make sure you got it right.
Sir, I'm always, well, you're always on the balls. I'm on the ball, though.
Okay, I hear you. xCloud X is next.
Okay, yes. It's team 4. One more team. One more player. For team
I'm going to
4.
guess that team 5's going to win tonight.
Machine
Taylor likes the
1850.
watermelons for sure. Yee, watermelons. Let's go.
Say again.
Machine 1850.
Okay.
I'm out here fucking it up.
Mmm.
Discussing watermelons instead.
That's what we do here. I get us off track. Let's go.
Aaron 286. Or Aaron, as some people say.
Aaron? Yeah.
Aaron.
Done fucked up, AA Ron.
Done fucked up. Fucked up on a Saturday night, Aaron.
Big Papa Woke Lord.
I love that name.
That is great. That's great. That was team 5.
I know it's not one of Papa Smurf's alt accounts, but I want it to be.
Xbio.
Xbio.
With Stramus.
Human dramas.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone go home.
Everyone go home. Oh
well,
no.
G-Nick and Tellus is going to be strong too.
G-Nick and Tellus is good. Tellus has been getting way better, so I don't count anybody out.
Don't sell it. You're selling it like it's over, man. Let's just come on. Team picks.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Another good guy right there. Another good guy.
Mm-hmm.
The man that plays Quake with his name.
With Jay back.
I dig that. I dig that. Putting it all out there. Just throw the real name out there.
Yeah. I kind of do it. Sort of.
I'll do that with an alt account. Defeat the purpose of it entirely.
Lipner.
Bill Russell and J-Back will be strong. That'll be a strong team.
Oh, just don't tell us beef again, but we already know he's done.
He's taken. He's already mated.
Night Owl.
Night Owl. Night with a 1. Owl with a 9.
Godfather.
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 That is a fellow that has been around for some time.
Mr. Brightly.
There we
that'll
go.
That'll be a strong team. I know Godfather primarily plays Fortnite now, but I'm sure he's still got some Quake chops.
All just left clicking. It's just really fast. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Just don't worry about building in this game, sir.
Right.
Shooting is it.
CBX
try to build.
Zombie. You can try to build, but you're gonna lose.
TDM? DM? Something like that with CBX Zombie. I lost, if anyone was wondering.
With Halo Lagon.
Gotcha. I see he's 5,000 in that wheel.
It's actually gonna land on G-Nick, but we already know he's out of the thing, so we're just gonna
Get out of here. Get out of here, G-Nick. Get out of here. I
We
learned
already
something
made
about
it.
G-Nick last night, actually.
ease
What'd you learn about
5,000.
Big pinball fan, as am I.
Oh, nice. That would explain why he's not good at Quake.
It might explain why I'm not good at it, too.
I'm just messing.
And Nagy Bater 20.
Oh, what? Oh, I got you.
Could be Nagy Bater. Nagy Bater, Nagy Bater.
Team 11.
We got Servo.
This guy's good too, man. Servo.
Servo? It's a sick name. That's an intimidating name. It's a name that just sounds like the player would be good.
Tom Servo. He must have changed his name, but he's a good player.
How would you say that name? Night 70? N70? Could be
I don't know.
That's a T.
D7T.
Nitty.
Something. N7. I'm calling you N7.
And
calling
seven.
you-
Just
It's
like
gonna leave
N7.
calling you
YQN and Vostroya, and that's gonna leave those two. N-Titty. Probably says N-Titty. That's funny. Could be maybe the 7.
YQN, very, very mysterious. No idea who that is. Lol.
Alright, so is that you got the names in there, sir? Wait, Gina says.
Sir, I'm working on it, sir.
X-Bio got dramas balanced. So you guys, you want me to split up dramas and X-Bio? Is that what you're wanting? Give me the list of the names of the pairing.
Do you want me to? You don't want to put it in challenge yet?
Don't put it in challenge yet.
Okay. I mean, I
Tails
would
dramas?
suggest swapping up a couple of guys. To be honest, I mean, if you're going to
Genic
start swapping
Tails?
them up, Dramas and Next Bio, that team could be split.
Well, we just said
Got
we would split people, so I will split them too. But to be fair, I mean they probably are the two highest rank, one of the highest ranked people. Let me check what Bio's rank again is.
I think Bio hit elite at some point recently.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
I need to open up Twitch. Probably. Do I?
Probably would be. As of right now, Bio is 2064. So he's not an elite player. So, I mean, unless somebody else is seeing a different rank than I'm seeing this 2064. Last time 10 days ago, he was 2173 10 days ago. But as we all know, he was 2,200 before he lost one game. Yeah, I'm looking at summary here, buddy. Where you seeing this at? He was never 2,200 in the past week. All right, so Bow, you want to be split up, sir? All right, I'm splitting you up so we can just get it done. All right, Bio, I'm putting you with swap X Bio with Machine 1850. Swap those two. Swap Bio for Genic. I'm sure you'd like that. Then you talk about really unbalanced teams. Yeah, you're only 500 SR? Sure.
Genic, if you plan to go back to default bindings and then play with your opposite hand on the mouse, then I'm down.
So is that...
If you'll commit to playing left-handed, we'll do it.
Let me see. Alright. Yep, so I switched it around. So Dramas has Machine 1850. Bio, you have xCloud X. So I swapped them around. There you go.
Still a solid team.
So I swapped them around. There you go. Man of my word.
Oh, man, I wanted to see Junior play with 10 cents, though. With his left hand.
Ah, that's okay.
On default bindings.
Alright, so we ready for the map wheel?
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, I guess go and get the teams put in there so the bracket can go ahead and form.
Yeah.
Alright, brackets formed if you guys want to do command bracket.
You already got the brackets ready?
Yeah, I mean...
Just dump them in there?
What do you mean dump them in there? You did that.
It's not right there. Hold on. Give me a second, sir.
Or do I need to do that for you? Sorry, folks. I'm dealing with a noob here. J-Back, you are with... Let me check the list again. You're with Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
You're with Bill Russell. And he's added the numbers in there. You need to delete the numbers out of the names, too.
Yeah, I am.
Good old Bill Russell, you know?
This isn't going to be as smooth as it is usually, you know. But...
Yeah, I'll go... While he's fixing that, folks, I'll go ahead and spin the map wheel so we can get it kind of moving.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll keep track of that.
Okay. My man.
I can do that. I can be useful here, damn it.
I got somebody picking up ass hats as shit. So nice.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to shield.
Give me them spins. Give me them wheel spins.
First map of the night. Tip of Shrine. That's the only map I add from our dual pool spin because 2v2 is on Tempest.
Ooh, Tempest. Okay. All right,
Some Tempest action going.
Love-hate relationship with this map.
Round 2 going to Corrupted Keep.
DRon, I'm just going to DM this to you.
Alright.
We're going to Blood Covey.
Alright.
I think I need one more to finish off the uppers. And Blood Run. That was 1, 2, 4 maps. Now, okay, I need one more for semifinals. Uh-oh, there it is. Semifinals. Best map in the game, folks.
Oh, no.
Best map in the game for the semifinals.
Okay, I've re-added everyone.
Did you add it correctly? Do I need to go back and look at it again?
Sir.
All right, now the thing's right. Everything looks right. So you go, guys. Check it out. Check out bracket. There's your list. All right, now we'll spin the wheel for the lower bracket, party bracket.
Party bracket.
We are playing Tempest. That's the thing.
Yeah, real thing.
Ruins of Sarnath.
Cool. I like Tempest. So.
Not a meme. Not a meme.
Hold on, wait. Are you still recording this play?
Yeah, I got you.
I got you.
All right, Corrupt to Keep will be round 2.
Ooh.
That's two Corrupt to Keeps on round 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is.
See some more. Oh, Molten Falls, round 3.
There we go. Still my favorite map to duel on.
Yeah, that's mine too. I agree with you. It's great.
Round 4 will be up. Awoken.
Ooh, good.
And looks like we're going back to Blood Covenant for round 5.
Okay.
And then the last map for the lowers. Going Blood Run.
All right.
There you go, there's your brackets. As soon as DRon adds in the name.
He's getting there.
Getting there.
This guy's working for free out here, okay? This guy's out here making nothing. Making dick.
No, listen, this isn't for free. It's coming out of Slip's ass.
Now, to be fair, chat, to be fair, you are right. Maybe I should change that Blood Run to PNAF as well at the lowers. Make it a double PNAF finals.
Double P now?
Double PNAF final?
DP, man, I don't know.
I'm pulling the Rafa clip up. I'm pulling the Rafa clip up, or it's like, it's not. It's not.
Double penetration.
Oh, when he was watching our stream.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I saw that too. That was funny. That was funny. He knows in this channel we call it PNAF here.
It was kind of like he had that sigh where he's like, oh, these fucking guys.
God damn it.
Yep.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
so far, thank you everybody for coming out for blind date number 6. I know this is a holiday weekend for a lot of people, so thanks for coming out and supporting the state of Quake. Blind date number 6. I'm here with PlagueTV,
hey,
Mr. Professional, and unfortunately we're here with DRon, Mr. Unprofessional. Welcome Smango, Nexus, Femi, I see you there, Femi, Papa Smurf, Brightly, all you guys, Harley Salty, Gina, we've talked to you, all you guys.
So what I do? Click process check-in results to start it.
Just process check-in and continue. All right, let's go to.
Looks like we're live, buddy.
Hey everybody. Get my
sorry for the
ugly face off the camera.
Shitty admin, but we're here.
Yeah,
we made it.
You are a shitty admin, sir. All right, let's look at the brackets here and decide who we want to cast first.
We gotta make up dumb team names, though.
Dumb team names. Dumb team names.
Lip Owl.
The first one I need to invite. You to check.
Brightly Vada.
There you are.
BioCloud's a natural one. That's easy. Big Papa Aaron.
Big Papa Aaron. Big Servo Papa Titty. Ron. There you go, Big Papa
Servo
Ron.
Titty. Bill Bach.
Machine Promise. I don't know. Ease Bader.
No, yeah, Ease Bader's good.
I'm liking.
Nagi 5000 is good too.
I mean, if I had to pick one off the bat, I'm liking the Bill Russell J Bat versus CBX Halo.
I like Halo Zombie and Bill Bach.
Bill Bach.
Bill Bach and Halo Zombie. I think we're probably gonna do that.
Halo Zombie versus Bill Bach.
Big Papa Aaron now.
Let's see.
Big Papa Ron, perfect.
Can't invite him yet. Might be doing that weird thing where He's either in a game or...
Maybe I didn't screw it up this time. It's not my fault. This.
Pop you over to party leader and let's see if you can get him. See if maybe it might work out. We don't need DRon in the game. He don't need to watch.
I'm coming in. Okay. Did you send me an invite?
I did, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm going to go ahead while you guys figure that out. I'm going to get names going or betting going. Billbot versus what we say, Zombie Halo or Halo Zombie. Halo Zombie sounds right.
So you guys have your round one. You ready for everyone else to go?
Yep. You can tell us to go ahead.
Let's see here. Is Halo's name that same way in game? Yes, it is. Okay.
And I didn't mess up betting this time, so there you go, folks. Bet. It's gonna be Bill Back versus Halo Zombie.
Where are we going? Tempest for map 1. Damn, son.
Started out right.
Started off on Tempest. Oh, what do you have in your rules for score limit?
It's standard. Was it 1550?
All right.
I don't know if UNKiND officially put in a score limit.
I'm not sure if you listed it. I could read the rules too, but you know, worthless.
Yeah, I think it's just standard 1550. That's the standard 2v2.
All right. Sounds good to me. And let's see here. All the casters are on the teams. That's not what we want. All right, players are in here. We're working on servers.
I got no bets rolling in yet, folks. Let's get the bets going. Come on. Show some support for these people. Command blood money. See how much you can bet for. Gonna bet on the Slip's butt cheeks. All right, look on. Good for invite. That. Do something here. As you.
All right, just getting readies from the boys. We're gonna go. Zombies ready. Halo's ready. Team Halo Zombie.
I think.
Just waiting for Bill Bach to check in. Bill's good. J Bach.
I think Femi says she's betting on her boys, so I guess that means she's betting for Zombie. Team Zombie, Halo Zombie. J-Bach, you better ready up, sir. Bill confirmed that she's ready. Oh, there you go.
Yes, sir. All right, there we go. And away we go on a Tempest. Damn, son. Dark Shadow Rage, what's going on? How you doing? Fuse Nexus out in the chat. Violet, how are you? Schmango, good to see you again. I've seen you.
Nexus, the way you bet is ID 0 will be for Halo Zombie. ID 1 is for J-Back. Or Bill Back, sorry. Bill Back.
All right. Loading on in we are.
You know, I'm surprised Femi didn't sign up for this one. Last time I think she got drama, so they went pretty far. Last time we did this.
She kicked back, man. Kicked back on a Saturday night. I'm beer number 3 already at the beginning. I'm usually beer 3 by the end. I'm beer 3 at the beginning, and it's 2s, so I'm going to get really confused by the interface as usual. Femme Brûlée? No, different femme. Violet Femme and Femme Brûlée are not. I think Brûlée's name is just Brûlée nowadays, right?
I think her Quake name is Brûlée, but I think it's Femme Brew in Twitch.
Femme Brew, yeah, Femme Brew in Twitch. That's right. We got Violet Femme and.
Femi, you went pretty far with drama. So I mean, you did pretty good. So.
There we go. Genic knows stuff.
It looks like I just started me out on CBX Zombie, so we'll just start on that.
Sounds good to me.
2 slashes.
Yeah, right. I know.
Interesting.
2 slashes. I'm all right with it. I dig it. I love to have a visor on a 2s team, though. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be without a visor on the 2s team.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no ice there, to be honest.
Yeah, Glenda's not too bad. I mean, on this map, it's a fairly large map. You can definitely just double stack or triple stack those totems. Get that overstack going.
That's true. There are a lot of places you can hide the totems. On Tempest, for sure. And a lot of other things, for that matter.
It was going on a 2-on-1 fight, but both teams decided to back off. Looks like maybe blue team's trying to control the LG. Maybe they just want to stay in that area.
And I think the blue is Billbach, yes. Blue is Billbach.
Oh, it runs right to the totems. Zombie. The totem was right in front of him. The thing I love about 2v2 though, I know we've said it several times, is the fact that you usually don't see a team pull away until about the midway mark, about 20-25 frags in. That's when you'll see a team start to pull away from the other.
Teams are tied.
Alright, 5 seconds to quad here. Zombie is set up for it, but blue team's both there. J-Back's down.
Your team has the quad.
It's going to be Halo ends up having it on slash the moment, running around with the shotgun.
Got 2 seconds to
has
the
an
mega.
opportunity to go on a run here. I don't know if I love waiting for the mega there with the quad, but
You got 1 kill with it. Can you get the second one here?
this is a tough map for it too. This is kind of exactly why you want to be prepared with a visor. The problem is Zombie didn't have vision up while the quad was up. Zombie did just pop vision to help out Halo, but it's too late. Bill Russell actually gets the kill on the quad, but I don't think there's any more time on the quad for Bill to do anything with it.
Do not die yet.
Bill Russell getting double teamed.
Yeah, 1 frag game here. Halo Zombie is up by 2 frags now, 9-7. The team Billbach, again, they didn't control the first power up, so they're still in this thing. Still only down by 1 frag, even though they were denied the spot at the beginning of it.
And for the most part, folks, these are random teams, except for the time that I actually had to switch out Dramas and Bio. Rudiger, thanks for the follow.
I was saying earlier that I was wondering if the comeback of Timed Duel is going to make 2s more popular again. And it was a weird thought that like 2s kind of work like Timed Duel does, right? Except with 2 people. So if you kind of unify the game modes a little bit, where 1v1 duel and 2v2 duel are more or less timed TDMs, does that make people want to come back and play 2s again? Like if they're already practicing duel, it's not as different as it was with the round duel. Does that make sense?
I mean, I see what you're saying. We just have to figure out what's going to come out on top, round duels or time duels. I mean,
Halo Zombie, which is the red team on the screen, they're doing a much better job staying together here than I think Billbach are. And so now the score deficit is starting to show. Billbach with 8 frags. Halo Zombie with 14 at the moment. They do need to set up for the protection, which just came up, but I think that's going to go to Zombie, and it does go to Zombie. So the red team on your screen, which is Halo Zombie, is going to continue to
there you are.
plow on ahead here. Drew, you think that round duels are going to stay the tourney standard? I don't know, man.
I believe so, because the fact I don't think there's going to be room for 2 ranked duel types. That's going to just split the community further.
I think Time Duel's going to. I think Time Duel's going to take over.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
It seems to be widely accepted by the pro scene right now. even in an imperfect state, which we'll see.
Yes, only time will tell, folks. Only time will tell. We had a lot of people saying the other night during our call that, hey, we'll play Time Duels, go to Quake Live. There it is.
By the way, Zombie just picked up another one of the mega health. Red team here has absolutely dominated the health pickups and the power-up pickups so far. Billbach, the blue team, they haven't had a frag in like 2 minutes, I think. We were at the 2-minute mark and they had maybe 7 or 8 frags. So maybe they've gotten 1 or 2 frags in the last 2 minutes at most. But it's going to be Halo Zombie. Halo Lagan and CBX Zombie are pulling away here now. They've doubled the frag count of our blue team, which is Billbach, Bill Russell, and J-Bach.
Yeah, this is kind of a bit of an early lead so far, usually that you see in 2v2. So Billbach's going to have to slowly push it back.
Zombie picked up the Mega again. It doesn't seem like Team Billbach is timing the pickups at all. They did manage. Bill Russell though did just pull off 2 frags there, which is going to help them out a little bit.
Quad's incoming.
Back in 15 seconds here. Billbach needs this quad desperately. Heavy armor is just up. I don't think anybody is really doing a great job of timing the major items. It does seem like Halo and Zombie have a bead on the timing for the Mega Health. Quad comes back in 1 second. Should be up right now. There we go. Bill Russell has it. No, J-Bach has it rather. And now they have an opportunity to pull off a little bit of a comeback here. I think there's a decent job of it too. They're only down by 5 now. Halo Zombie gave up a little bit too much while they were waiting for the quad to respawn. Now J-Bach on the warpath, trying to use the nail gun, gets another one. This is the shotgun.
Did Zombie not see it?
Oh, Zombie shuts him down. It's alright though. Bill Russell was there to pick up the quad and finish the kill. We're now only down by 4. We're not even halfway through yet. Frag limit is 50 in this. We're not halfway through time or on frag limit. So plenty of time for teams to jockey for positioning here.
That's what Billbach needed. They need to control the power-ups a little bit better than what they have been.
Yeah, Bill Russell was actually there. Either he knew the timing of Mega or he was waiting to try and figure out what the timing of Mega was, but either way, that's going to allow him to control it for the time being, and he does have an idea of the timing of it now. I'm not sure who picked up Heavy on the last cycle. Doesn't seem like anybody is aware of Heavy again, so neither team doing a great job of timing that.
I think 2v2 sometimes, especially when you never play together, since this is blind date, time could take a back seat to just trying to communicate together.
Bill is going to go right back though and look for Mega and pick it up again. So Bill is trying to hold on to that Mega timing in his head. It might be the only time that we've seen the items get timed. We've seen the Mega get picked up a lot more than the Heavy, a lot more consistently so far. So, but that leaves opportunity for a team to actually realize that and take advantage of it and be consistently sitting on Heavy when it spawns in.
Yeah, we
protection.
We were listening to Team Rafa and Dahang there. Be here, the item time is called out every little bit.
Got to do it. Got to do it.
I love it.
Especially in 2. It's a game of inches in 2. And I feel that way about Time Duel too. Where every time you pick up every time you're picking up one of those major items, it's reducing the risk of taking fights, right? Because you have a little bit more stack, and just by probability and odds alone, you're more likely to win the fight because you have more stack. So every time you manage to pick up one of those major items, it's just a little battle.
Only got 5 health.
Every time you do it.
Managed to pick up himself 50 health. And look like they're going to hold on to protection until it time's out. Still only a 3 frag game.
Yeah, they really didn't pull away there. We saw that with the quad too, actually, where Zombie and Halo had the first quad that spawned in this match, and they didn't really get ahead. Where they got ahead was kind of just like in the middle ground of the match, where there weren't any of the power-up items on the table, and they were just kind of grinding it out here. They were doing a better job of staying together earlier on. There we go. They've paired back up now. Zombie and Halo are now fighting shoulder to shoulder out of the Mega Health room at the moment. So if they can keep that together, they've got better odds here against Billbach.
Zombie kind of pushed out with his partner there. That's not really ideal. I mean, he took out Bill Russell.
Yeah, they are going to be able to pin Bach here too, I think. Not quite though. Bach managed to get out of there with his life. 45 seconds until the quad, so teams are going to grind it out here for a little bit. Lots of trading. Nobody really taking definitive lead here. Billbach has come back from what was over a 10 frag deficit. It's only a 2 frag deficit at this point.
This one could come down to the wire. I like these.
Halo Going for some stack. Ooh, manages to get the frag on J-Bach there with only 2 health left. Mega health is going to come back, and that's going to bail out Halo here. Very nice. Back to asserting control over the Mega health room are Halo and Zombie.
Oh, nice. Leaves Bill Russell and J-Bach to set up for a quad here.
Yeah, Zombie and Halo were trying to set up for quad from underneath, but J-Bach was waiting there for him with an aggressive rocket launcher work, and they were tied up there for a second.
They got pushed off.
Oh, they did get pushed off. They're down 2 again, and Zombie is on a quad run.
Zombie's looking for 64 health. He got railed there.
Yeah, had to fall back, but is going to have the Mega health now, and this is where things get dangerous. So if Zombie can find people and get some frags, doesn't have the vision up, unfortunately. So just a machine gun tries to get a little bit of damage there. Can't quite do it, but this LG is going to be enough to pick up Bill. J-Bach realized it's best just to try and bait Zombie away and see if he can waste some time.
Well, not much of a quad run there. Only got 1 kill with it. I think that's the thing about Tempest. But Tempest, it's hard to get a quad run because the map's just so huge.
Yeah, Zombie could be doing a little bit better of a job of saving that vision. It seems like Zombie's kind of popping vision as soon as it's available, which is okay most of the time. You can do that and kind of get away with it, but especially for the quad, more so even than the protection, holding on to that vision to make sure that you have it when that major item is up, so you can either figure out where the quad is and avoid it, or if you have it, you can call the shots for your teammate, or go hunt people down on your own. That's one of the things that makes Visor so strong in 2s is the ability to use the vision around the major items. Wow, I shouldn't have drank some. A little bit of a trade from the teams. 31 and 31. They've managed to tie it back up here. Bill Russell and J-Bach are working together a lot better in the back half of this match. There's only less than 4 minutes left, so I don't know if we're gonna get to the frag limit on this. I think we could actually time this thing out, to be honest.
I think so.
You're right about Tempest being a little bit bigger of a map. Oh, wow. J-Bach absolutely got starved. Bill Russell managed to trade that frag, thankfully.
Oh,
Bill
now
Russell
finally,
for stack.
blue team got their lead, 2 frag lead.
Yeah, and they're actually set up for the protection here. They're in a decent position. If Halo and Zombie can get it together and challenge this spot, they are going to be able to get frag. Oh, they did. They pushed them off it again, back-to-back times. They pushed them off quad, and they pushed them off protection again. But can they use it? We haven't seen them really use these power-ups successfully. J-Bach is showing absolutely no respect for Zombie. Oh, there we go. Should now. I was like, J-Bach's hanging in there trying to fight this protection.
Well, we're at the 3-minute mark. Still a very close game. Like you said, we're not going to probably see the frag limit here.
Yeah, and on Halo Zombie, Halo actually has 20 frags, and Zombie has 17 frags. So, in terms of being equally weighted teammates, they're both putting in the Lord's work here. Over on Bill Bach, which is our blue team, Bill has 20 frags, J-Bach has 14. So both players on each team are doing work respectively. I think the Bill's maybe doing a little bit more of the lifting on blue team, but still not a blowout by any sense.
Well, red team needs 10 more frags. Could they get it in the last few minutes of the round? 11, almost in.
Normally I would say yeah, but I think this is going to go to time. But it kind of depends where this last quad goes, to be honest. And Bill Bach needs this quad is going to be completely critical for Bill Bach to pick up on the blue side.
One off note, so we have a Galena in this map. It looks like she's going probably the new meta for time duels.
Yeah, very, very strong. At least for right now, because in time duel right now, your totems don't get deleted when you get fragged. Which, to me, that seems like it's a little bit of a dev oversight, but we'll see. But that is a major advantage. The same thing is true of Ison's turret. When Ison gets fragged, the turret does not despawn, it stays up. And we watched Chain last night in the den rack up an absurd amount of frags with the quad. Speaking of the quad should be up right now, and Zombie and Halo are going to control this thing cleanly. Halo's going to go on the run this time. I actually like that. Zombie's had the quad the last few times, power-ups the last few times, and hasn't been able to do too much with it, so excited to see Halo trying to go on the run, especially with Slash. Already has 2 frags, make it 3. No, misses the railgun shot. Can't get it. J-Bach shuts down the quad run.
And less than about a minute to go here.
It's going to be hard work to take it down. They have to be really, really careful.
Halo's a little bit pissed off, I guess. Some of this gibberish. I can't read it.
Get in the chat. Getting the chat warmed up. 6 frag deficit for Billbach. They've got to absolutely get on the horse here. I hope they realize they only have 45 seconds left. It's still doable. It's still very possible for them to come back, but they're going to have to push. No more playing safe. Clock is their enemy at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like red team knows it. They're just kind of
they're just trying to hide.
Playing keep away at this point.
We've seen maybe 20 seconds pass here without a frag.
There's one. Nice combo kill.
Just to find one.
Still need 5 more to go though.
They only got to need. I don't think there's enough time to do it. They would have to get the frags and also get some really lucky respawns here. But every second that takes away is going to make that less likely. And with 10 seconds left, I don't think it's going to happen here. Halo and Zombie are going to walk away with this one. GG's. To both teams, but good brawl. Good brawl here on Tempest.
Enemy team wins.
So
and actually, yeah, Halo Zombie did a much better job of controlling the power-up items on that map. They had many more quad and protection pickups. They didn't get a whole lot of frags when they had them, but they did at least deny Bill and J-Bach from getting them. But look at the player scores. 24 frags for Halo, 22 for Zombie, 22 for Bill, and 20 for J-Bach. So really balanced teams, both teammates pulling their own weight, and everybody's pings were like 40 to 60. So damn, doesn't get better than that, you know?
Beefy Beefcakes 123, thanks for the follow. Alright, so let me play out the bets. Actually, I forgot to do that. Pick winner and do that. I was a slacker, I forgot to stop the bets. Always messing things up. I'm a horrible person, terrible person.
All right, let's see what we got in round 2. So in round 2 uppers, actually round 2 uppers and round 2 lowers, we would be going to Corrupted Keep.
Also, I've still got a few matches waiting to record.
Yeah, a couple other matches are probably wrapping up at the moment. Tailless Beef and Genic had a bye, so they're automatically in round 2. It looks like xCloud and xBio, or we'll go with BioCloud for that. Servo and I guess we're gonna say Nitty.
I'm helping DRon out with a little bit of admin work.
Our setup.
But Godfather and Brightly took out Night Owl and Lipner.
Okay.
Then we can progress this match because we know Halo Zombie won that one. So it's like we're just waiting for the Machine 1850 Dramas game to go. So it looks like for second round's coming up, how you feeling like? How you feeling like?
Yeah, let's see here. I don't know a lot about. I know Servo is good, but I don't know anything about Nitty. BioCloud server Nitty could be interesting. I think that Hardly Salty Jane Doe versus Zombie and Halo is going to be an interesting match too, though. I'd be fine with either of those.
I guess we could do the xCloud xBio Servo one since we just cast it.
Sounds good to me.
Halo Zombie.
Sounds good to me. Let me see if I can get them in. So we'll call it BioCloud and Servo Nitty, I guess.
Yeah,
I can't figure out anything to do with that name. Servitor.
So you're going with Cloud Bio?
Yeah, we're doing the Cloud Bio Servo Nitty game. So if you announce those guys, we'll continue on to the uppers can continue. I'm going to pop over to Dramas' stream for just 2 seconds, folks, just so I can see where their game is at. Just they're the game we are waiting for on the uppers. Looks like they must have had a late start. They're only little over 7 minutes in. It's 34 to 14, so it looks like they're going to probably get the time or frag. Looks like it's Dramas' team's up. So probably about another 3 or 4 minutes for those guys, and they'll finish their round.
All right.
Let's Pop on his stream for a second, taking a look-sees. We'll be saying Cloud Bio, their team. I guess that's the easiest way to make that team. Versus,
I'm gonna go with BioCloud, probably. I suppose.
BioCloud versus.
And I just need
Serve Itty. Serve Itty.
xCloud X.
That's the best I could do for that name.
Is xCloud X exactly that way in game? I can't quite find.
It's X space Cloud X.
Ah, there's a space in there. That's why.
I'm gonna call them Servity. Servity?
Servity? I like Servity.
Something like that. That's the best name I could come up with. So I'm gonna get the bets going and start. BioCloud. Well, the name Cloud obviously reminds me of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, of course.
So I say BioCloud, that just reminds me, I guess, if Cloud died and he come back as a fucking zombie type deal, BioCloud. Don't make you cry again. How did I make you cry? Oh, the Final Fantasy VII. I know some people, it was a tearjerker. Some people didn't like Final Fantasy for being a tearjerker. So let's get some bets going for either BioCloud or Servity team names.
Entity, because we're idiots.
Entity.
Entity. Duh, not entity. We dumb.
Entity.
Anyway, we're going to Corrupted Keep. Scroll at 50, time at 15, standard settings. BioCloud versus Servo Entity is what we're going to go with. It looks like everybody's ready to roll. We are ready to roll. I'm launching it.
Launching.
Rocket, launch it.
And folks, I got one bet in, so I guess one person's going to win some blood money. Everybody else, I guess you can just sit back and watch. 2 bets in now. I think this week I'm going to make up a rank for the blood money rank. Like, depending on how much you've earned, get different ranks. And depending on your rank will be how much attention I give you at QuakeCon. So the higher your rank is, the more attention I give you.
Mine is garbage, you know, because I realized that when we're casting together, I have the chat open, but not the stream. And I don't think I get any viewer credit for it. So I think despite how much I've been here, I have like an hour of viewership or something.
Only way to find out.
You won't be able to talk to me at QuakeCon.
Command blood money.
It's going to be, watch. I'll show you.
The pace.
Okay,
you got 14.75 hours.
Prepare your team.
All right, this time I'm gonna actually stop the bets this time before the match goes. And who am I starting out on? Looks like N70 Entity, as he says it.
Entity.
Entity, as he says it.
We're going to go on the red team. We're going to call them Servo Entity. That is Servo and Entity.
Versus BioCloud.
Yep, BioCloud, XBio, and XCloud X. So, that was keep congested map.
Perfect 2v2 map here.
It is a great 2v2 map. I'm expecting the teams to try to jockey for positioning of locking down Mega Health Room because of the availability of resources there. And it looks like they're jockeying for control of Mega Health Room right now.
We're going to see a lot of quad runs on this one because the map's much smaller than Tempest.
Yeah, it's going to be BioCloud, I think, is going to have... No, it's still pretty neutral here. Nobody's really managed to maintain control there. BioCloud does have a 2-frag lead here, but super early on at the moment. They're doing a much better job staying together, though. Fighting shoulder to shoulder, with Cloud went down to Bio with Entity easy enough, so...
You know, I'm kind of liking the blue team's pick a little bit better, the Galena Visor pick. I mean, Straw's not a bad champion either, but... I think you get so much more information with the Visor.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're choosing them both purely as intel picks, then I think you're going to go with the Visor. Without a doubt that you do get the little Healy vials on frags. can't remember the hell I called, but you get Healy Vials on frags.
That is also true.
2 seconds to quad, 1 second to quad. Quad is up. It's going to immediately go to servo. And now they're going to be able to assert complete control over the Mega Health room. Speaking of Mega Health, it's back up. Right now, servo's going to have that to fall back on after picking up 2 pretty clean flags here.
Possibly a third.
There's Easter.
Got the quad robot. Nice.
Something I didn't even consider was the quad drone. Now it makes sense to me. The master plan is all starting to come together. Not a bad quad run though. They managed to get a 5 frag lead here.
Wait for the heavy. Still got 5 seconds, so he's going to lay an egg on here.
Yeah, Mega Health has been up and just kind of hanging out there for a while, so I'm not sure if BioCloud purposely delayed that to try and throw Servo and Entity off, but if they did, smart play. If they didn't, it might work out that way anyway, so.
Tried to pop the drone mid-fight. Trying to pull up the old hang move there.
Yeah, I'm already noticing here that Team BioCloud seems to have better combat skills than Servo Entity here, but I think that if Servo Entity communicates well and they play for control of areas of the map, they're going to be able to pull this off. They've just got to be careful about engaging in neutral territory, just kind of out in the middle of the map with BioCloud, because they're going to lose out on combat skills. At least so far they have, because despite having the quad, Servo Entity have fallen back to only having a 1 frag lead.
Well, I just try to, like I said, they're going to control power up as best they can. Try to deny BioCloud as much as possible. That could be all it takes.
There's been a decent amount of jockeying for control of LG, but no team is really committed to staying up there. So far, for the most part, frags have traded.
Probably getting shafted across.
Yeah, BioCloud got away with a couple of kills there. They're going to get away with 1 spot. So Servo's going to manage to hold on to it. Doesn't have a ton of stag here, but does have enough team to go on a run here.
Oh, hits takes out 1 totem. Does I leave that one up and take it out with my face?
BioCloud's doing a really good job of staying away from Servo here. Nowhere near him at the moment. He did manage to get, I believe it was 2 frags there? Maybe 3. But either way, look at that. I mean, BioCloud is only 2 frags down after Servo and Entity had the quad and the protection at the beginning of this match. So despite having both of the power-ups, they only have a 2 frag lead. That's actually a net win for BioCloud, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's going to take it for them to get this next squad and go on a nice run with it. And turn it all around.
Yeah, if Bio gets a hold of the quad, that's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Take a look here. Looks like, wow, Bio 11 score, 11, Cloud with 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Servo with 12, Entity with 4.
Bio gets this next quad, it could be ugly in a hurry.
So these teams are a little bit more uneven than last round so far. Just a tad.
Yeah, there we go. Servo smartly backs away from that fight, realized that his teammate Entity went down and had the option of pushing into Mega Room, but decided it was better off not doing that.
Shazzy Gamer TV, thank you for the follow.
Next quad comes back in 25 seconds here. Heavy's back in 4. If Servo could pick up the Heavy and then push into the quad, that would be a pretty nice combination. I think that's exactly what Servo is thinking, but Heavy Armor has already went to Team BioCloud, who is a much better setup for quad at the moment. Servo is low on stack. Entity's gonna go down. Servo should go down here too, and now it's Cloud Bio is set
Bio's
up.
got the quad.
No, there we go.
Oh, but he commits suicide with it.
Was he trying to pass it? Was it on purpose? No.
I know, he shot himself with the rocket.
No, rocket jumping with the quad. Excellent move. Gives Entity a shot with it.
Gunpowder.
With the LG, and okay stack, not completely healthy, but when you have the quad, you don't need all that much stack.
I guess like one more quad kill here, but I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That was a really big opportunity there for XBio. We talked about it before it happened, and that was kind of the key. If XBio managed to get control of that, I was really expecting them to pull away, but not for now, and BioCloud is going to have to dig themselves out of a hole yet once again. They haven't managed to pick up any of the power-up items so far. Both quads and the protection have went to the red team so far, have went to Servo Entity.
And I see that the entity went to a ranger, went off to the Galena. Not sure if that's gonna be the right move here. I mean, they've got the lead, so that could cost them the end though.
Trade out the totems for a little bit of additional mobility and DPS, perhaps. Oh wow!
Nice rocket.
Entity stole that frag away. Was getting hunted down low on stack. Can't believe he get the frag on Cloud there.
Well, it's also possible. Maybe he's just made more comfortable with Ranger. That could be it as well.
Servo Entity are all over the heavy armor, by the way. The last couple of heavy armor spawns have been either Servo or Entity that have been standing on heavy waiting for it, which tells me they're talking, right? They're communicating well. They're communicating the major item timing to each other, and so far they've been able to lock down control of heavy armor.
Grab Trail 45, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
We've got 3 seconds until protecting your both players.
Nice rocket by Cloud.
BioCloud though.
Team BioCloud with the protection, what can they do with it?
Cloud's the one that has it. Cloud has 9 of the 22 frags so far, so has caught up a little bit. Bio was doing most of the carrying early on, but that's not the case anymore. Cloud is going to be able to go on a protection run here. Finishing, oh, not going to be able to finish Servo. Going to try to chase this. The Mega helps bail Servo out though.
Pushing hard though.
A lot of wasted time on this protection, unfortunately. I don't think Cloud's gotten a single frag with it yet.
Like he's, yeah, like I said, it's kind of a waste of
expire
power.
That way too.
It happens.
Also, Servo Entity is going to be able to maintain their lead here. BioCloud they've now picked up 1 quad and 1 protection, at least for some of the time that those power-ups have been up, but they haven't been able to really generate any momentum with it.
Still with a 6 frag lead. Entity's holding the lead.
Because this is such a small map, I'm not expecting this to go to 15 minutes. I think we are going to get to the frag limit on Corrupted Keep pretty quickly.
Well, 19 frags to go. The red team here. Make it happen.
There we go. Pushing into the heavy room. And heavy is up right now, but Cloud doesn't realize it, and Cloud's actually going to abandon it. I'm not sure who it went to, but heavy was up behind Cloud. Never checked.
It looks like it went to Bio. Bio grabbed it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, almost a telefrag there.
Oh. Cloud went and grabbed Mega Health, but the engagement in the... Okay, there we go. Bio did manage to trade it. Oh, Bio got Servo and Entity on that. So Cloud went down, but Bio picked up the slack and managed to get 2 frags in place of the one that they lost.
Nice LG off the jump pad.
The unbelievers.
This is a critical quad coming up because this could easily be the last quad at this point. It might not be. You might see 1 quad, 1 protection, and 1 more quad. It depends how quickly the frags rack up.
Enemy has the
It's going to be Servo that has this one. BioCloud has to find a way to get control of this quad.
Servo hold the quad, going for the heavy machine gun. He's only got 57 health.
Yeah, low on stack. Mega Health is going to be back for a while. Does get the frag on Bio.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Nice work kill there.
Entity now. On the quad, shotgun ready. And at this point, it doesn't really matter if Entity gets frags to quad or not. With the way the frag count is on this, with only 14 frags left to go, it's just as important for Entity to hold onto the quad and make sure that Bio and Cloud don't get a hold of it.
Bio winning that fight, but limping away with only 15 health. Frag lead still for the red team.
My life sustains you.
Bio and Cloud are split up here. Cloud got the Mega, but did so alone, and now Bio is going to push into the same room. Okay, no, Bio smartly backed out of that. Realized his teammate had went down. It was kind of it was wasted life. I mean, they managed to basically burn the Mega. They picked up the Mega, then Cloud immediately died afterwards, but I don't think it was worth it.
Oh,
Servo's going to get a frag and control heavy here. Now only 10 frags away. I don't think we're going to see another quad. I think we're going to see this protection come up, and that's going to be it for major items. Because I think that Servo Entity are going to get to the frag line here. Oh, there we go. Okay, BioCloud team up to frag out Servo and Entity.
Yeah, these last few minutes they need to stick together as much as possible. And
Bio needs this power up. Bio absolutely needs to get this power up. Bio just grabbed the heavy armor and is set up for the quad. There we go. Bio has it now. They finally have an opportunity. They had this opportunity with the quad earlier and couldn't get anything done with it. But now Bio absolutely has to make this protection worth it. Picks up one, should get two here. The LG will finish it off. Entity suicide.
says, "You're not killing me today.
Yeah, right.
I'll take my own life."
I'm not going to let you earn it. Should be able to pick up another one against here with the LG pretty easily. And looking for big top finishes up Servo. There we go. Now they're starting to come back. 3 frag deficit, 12 minutes into the match. And actually, I think an entire minute has elapsed since we've seen Servo and Entity get a frag. There we go. Entity finally manages to get one with the orb against Cloud.
I'm telling you, if Cloud and Bob could just get together here and hold it here at the last few minutes, they could have pulled it back. But they got to stick together.
I think so. And I could be wrong here. The frag counts have slowed down quite a bit. In the last few minutes, Servo is trying to get out of that rocket spam of Bio, manages to escape it with his life.
We could possibly, as slow as it's going to, we could possibly see another quad come up here.
Good. I really wasn't expecting it. I really thought that Servo and Entity were going to push on and find the frag limit. They traded here, but trading isn't good enough for Cloud and Bio at this point. They need to get clean frags, and there's one. Bio manages to pick up a frag against Entity. But still a 5 frag deficit with only 2 minutes left. We probably are going to see that quad, actually. I'm surprised. I thought Servo and Entity would be a little bit more aggressive, but not so much.
Yeah, 30 more seconds here. Jellio, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, it seems like Servo and Entity have decided to just play back near this LG and lock down Mega Health Room. So it seems to me like that's something that they've actually communicated in comms, where they're just going to play back and kind of bait Bio and Cloud into them, as opposed to being aggressive. Quad, 10 seconds until it comes back. Again,
Who gets it?
Critical that Bio gets control of this.
Bio needs to grab it. The blue team stands a chance of winning.
In position for it.
He gets it. He only has 77 health, but he got quickly gets the
bail him
Mega.
out, though.
He needs a quad run here. He has to push hard.
Gonna find Entity. Should be able to track. No, not going to be able to figure out where Servo went. Can't waste time on it either. Get Entity again.
4 frag deficit.
4 frag deficit. They've gotta be perfect here. Only 1 HP. Quad run is over. 3
Cloud's
frags.
got to back up with Bio, or he can't afford to be killed.
Yeah, no, they can't be separated at all. You're right.
Only a minute left, though. Less than a minute left.
Entity and Servo are just trying to hide here. Entity's gonna get caught out again.
Oh, Bio gets killed here. This will be it.
Yeah, red team is 1 frag away. If Servo
That's
finds the
it.
frag against Bio, and does. That wraps it up.
That was good. That was good.
Close.
That was very
Close. Bio carried Cloud a little bit, but Cloud had moments of greatness in there for sure. Servo and Entity a little bit closer together, but with Servo doing the heavy lifting, putting up 27 frags, and Entity putting up 23 frags. Bio put up 29, with Cloud putting up 17. But a 4 frag deficit on the 2v2 for randomly rolled teams.
It's good.
Not
It's
bad.
really good.
Let's see what we got cooking over on the brackets.
All right, I'll update that
Oh,
match. for
YQNC mate. Frosto? Vostrion. Ooh, Vostro, I like that. Can't quite read it in challenge. AA, Big Papa AA Ron and YQN are squaring off against Vostro right now. Let's see here.
It was like big
We're
Papa
still
Ron.
waiting on some uppers to
Okay.
finish up.
A couple of matches closing
What
out
happened
at
with
the moment.
the Dramas and the other game? That went by pretty quick. They
Dramas, man.
I mean, Dramas and them were like a few minutes behind when we started, and then now they've okay.
Because Drama's just out there steamrolling people.
Speed
Steamroll.
fragging.
We could do a lower bracket game.
Yeah, you have a couple.
Gobach versus Cloud or BioCloud could be interesting. I know we just watched them. We could watch Lipner Night Owl against Isa and Dreamcast.
Cast?
Dream Saw?
Something like that. We could do that and then hold. Have round 3 upper hold.
Lipner Owl?
Yeah, tell round 3 upper hold. We'll do this. This one.
Do the lower Dreamcast and Night Owl game? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Alright, so we had one bet for the winners.
So who are you guys taking?
We'll do Dreamcast,
Night Owl,
Lipner.
Okay.
I'm going to name them Cast versus Lip Owl. Owlip. Oh, we'll just call him Owlip. I guess that sounds better. Owlip. Let's see.
In there.
Cast versus Owlip. Hashtag slips butt cheeks. Hashtag Quake fit. So that's how we do it here.
Trying.
Did they already start a game, or is that why they started the game already?
Have they already started?
I don't think so.
I see you in the chat earlier looking for brackets so you can hear us. We're trying to cast you. Still lurking in the chat. So bet your money on Team Cast versus Owlip. Going back to Corrupted Keep again. Always a
You guys have
fantastic.
them?
Yeah, we got him. I think.
Got him. Yeah, just hold. Just tell round 3 upper hold. So tell us Beef G-Nick and all them. Just tell them to hold. Then we'll go up and cast one of those games. Let lowers continue on.
Looking for Night Owl.
He spells the owl with an O.
Okay.
And the
help.
one, and it's 1 versus a I and night.
Got it. And I'm missing one more Lipner in here.
Looks like the Harley Salty Jane Doe game's still going on.
Does Lipner spell this any kind of weirdness? It's Lipnr?
No, it's Lipinr.
Aha.
Yeah,
That explains that.
Slacker DRon just spelled it wrong in the
That's okay.
brackets. Blame him.
Sir,
It's all good. We got
sir,
it sorted.
Take it down a notch, sir.
Sir. Blaming you. That's why people call you the budget drawn.
I'm the full flavor drawn.
Argue over servers. It looks like it's gonna be Easter Central. I mean, hey, I could check both. Do Central, Easter Central, Central. It is okay. I guess that's the one good side about PTS. You have 2 choices, East or West.
We are going to. We're still on Corrupted Keep, right? Yep.
Yep, Corrupted Keep for round 2 on the lower
Cool.
bracket. Or
And away
AKA
we go.
Going home bracket, as some people
Going
call
home
it.
bracket. Indeed, the going home bracket. What are we calling these teams? What are we calling these guys?
That's gonna be.
I'm going Alner
Podcast.
for Lipner and Night Owl. I'm going Alner for sure.
Okay, well, I put Owl Lip for the bets.
Oh, there we go. Tom Server, how do you use Strog's alt? I don't know. Just Domo Arigato.
Hit the alt button.
Hold Alt and F4 at the same time and
Right for the best.
push the button.
Once again, thank you guys for joining us for blind date number 6. Happy Easter 420. And on what you want to do this weekend is up to you.
Pull some family memes.
Looks like I'm starting on.
Okay, I ran out of Sour Patch Kid watermelons. I guess they're not Sour Patch Kids, they're Sour Patch watermelons, but damn, they are delicious.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna start my journey on getting my rank back in Duel. It's gonna be a long journey, and I'm gonna probably end up cussing Quake out by the end of it.
That sounds right.
Hashtag Quake fit.
Through your suffering, you will grow stronger.
Well, you know, I kind of want to get my rank back at least before QuakeCon. Hopefully.
True, and it's hard to cast when you don't have a very high dual rank because then everybody makes fun of you.
That is true. That is true. I think
Hard
what was
life.
it? We need to
Hard
hit
life
what,
out here in the casting booth.
2200? Didn't we say?
What was that?
Wasn't it said to us we had to be at least ranked 2200 or above?
I
or
think you have to
23?
be like, yeah, I think so.
It's either 2200 or 2300. Who's not loading? Someone crashed. Oh, someone crashed. Lipner crashed.
Oh no, Alner, why?
So I guess everyone goes back. We'll go back to the lobby.
It might let him rejoin game. We'll give him a sec. It should let him rejoin.
Okay.
We just have a little infinite warm up while players hippity hop around for a sec. Let me know why you do this to us.
Yeah, I think I need to try to get my elite rank back. The elite rank that I never had back.
Yeah, Dark Souls. That's solid, man. Smashed half a bottle of CBD oil gummies before this, and so we're ready to go.
Okay, Lipner. He's back in the game. Here he is. He joined.
Hey,
Hope it doesn't crash again.
Prepare your team.
well, doesn't matter now. Warm up's over. We're gonna go at it. On the blue side, we have iPlay, Dreamcast, and Isa with a bunch of A.
Yep, I'm on Isa.
Night Owl and Lipner are going to be the red team. We'll refer to them as some awkward combination of both of the names.
I was getting double teamed here by the red team.
Yeah, it doesn't give a shit about it. Look at
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here taking it.
Just face wrecking people with the rocket launcher. So chill. Just waiting for them both to come up the jump pad and just laying down the law with the rocket launcher. Manages to trade that out, but
I'm liking the teams here. Eisen, Galena.
oh yeah, dude, totems and turrets. Throw some T's on that bitch. Totems and turrets for days. Speaking of, somebody just ate a totem on the other side of the map. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. There's gonna be so many like.
So I switched over to iPlay Dreamcast. The game's kind of got a little bit stuttery. It don't really feel as smooth. Odd.
Yeah, pings from the players are.
Lost.
I noticed it on my side too, actually.
Could be just a player thing.
Hashtag. Wait, that's
15
15 seconds until the quad comes up here. Players are about even here. 4 to 5, but first power up is going to cause a little bit of a gap here. I would imagine it's the blue side is Dreamcast and the Isa that are set up for the quad right now. I think it's Dreamcast. No, Dreamcast is going to get gunned down by Night Owl's turret. Nobody can get clean control of this thing, though. Lipner does come out with the quad in the end of it with the heavy as well, but no health. So he's going to have to run around a little bit for poverty items. There we go. Does manage to get a frag. Should be able to pick up 2 here pretty easily. Maybe not as easily as Lipner would have liked, though. Now low on stack.
Take a chance I'm going to get a third frag.
Now Lipner, Night Owl on the red team are up by 6 frags at the moment, 2 minutes into the match, but of course that is immediately after a quad run, so not quite organic frag count, but power-ups are critical in the 2 scenes.
Easy.
Wow, get a nice little early lead here. That's something, like I said, we don't really see that often in 2v2. This one team is just super stacked.
Oh, there we go. Isa managed to get the frag against Night Owl. I was going to say the blue side of the thing, or blue side of the arrangement hadn't managed to get a frag for a while, but Isa managed to get 2 very, very quickly, cleaning up the red team and putting them on the back foot for a second. Heavy armor is going to be back up. Isa and Play Dreamcast are on top of each other waiting for Heavy to spawn. You can tell immediately if the teammates are doing a decent job communicating or not, based on how they move around the power-up item or the pickup items.
Yeah, between where they move around, see how they do. Also, I mean, on tap, I think I forgot to stop the nets. I did. So once again, terrible person on my end. I stopped him. It's not too wrong. Only 3 minutes late. Only 3 minutes late. And committed suicide.
Is that all you got?
Close range rocket, no bueno. No bueno, but Night Owl and Lipner are still looking very, very strong here. I Play Dreamcast has only managed to put 1 frag on the board. Is going to have to do better than that if they're going to catch back up. Protection's back in about 5 seconds here.
There's one question I would like to ask I Play Dreamcast is, did you play Quake 3 on the Dreamcast?
Should have run when you had the chance.
Lipner and Night Owl are going to get control of the protection again. They had the last quad run. They now have the protection. They're going to continue to solidify their lead here. Funny frag. That got traded, actually. Isa managed to trade that frag in the Boneyard, which, going against the protection of another teammate, trading that frag is about as good as you could have done. Lipner will pick up, I think, 2 frags with this try. Another one here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, does it? Dreamcast returns it.
Denied.
Gets traded out by Night Owl, though, so didn't actually gain any ground there, but at least prevented Lipner from doing too much work with the protection.
Red team got a nice commanding lead here. 11 frags. Not even 5 minutes in yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to surmount this at this point, but we're gonna see probably at least 2 more quads.
We're at the 20 frag mark here.
But it's gonna be really, really critical that Isa and Dreamcast control the next 2 quads. I mean, the protection as well, but especially the quads, right? At this kind of a frag deficit, they absolutely need the DPS and they need to put up some kills. Turrets haven't been all that annoying. We've seen 1 turret frag this far. I'm actually surprised, given that there's an ISIN on each team. I would have thought that we would have seen a little bit more than that. Lipner got bailed out by the mega health there. That little mini brawl that was occurring. Oh, almost got telefragged!
Yeah, you don't want to stand up there when someone's down below.
Danger.
We've seen so many people get telefragged here.
Quad back in 15 seconds now.
Yeah, the team's starting to run away with it here.
Yeah, neither team is really positioning himself anywhere in particular on the map. I think in general, Dreamcast and Isa are trying to control the heavy armor area, but
Possibly
not that consistent. Nobody really has an area of the map locked down.
Yeah, they were watching TDM, but it's 2v2.
Quad run goes to Lipner here. Lipner picks up 1 so far with it, but at this point it doesn't even really matter if Lipner gets frags with this quad. It's just more important that Lipner keeps the quad away from DreamHack and Isa. I mean, even if Lipner ran off the map with the quad, that would be just as advantageous to them because it absolutely denies the ability to come back at all here. I think Lipner did pick up 3 frags there with the quad, so not bad. Left Mega up to the teammate though, so Night Owl is back.
Smile upon you.
They're going on that killing spree. Quickly gets away
Also
from
making sure crouch key was still bind there was Lipner.
It's still there? Yeah, it's still there.
Still there, yeah.
Speaking of
Still
which,
bound.
crouch, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been playing Slash. We're trying to get better with her. And rebound my crouch key.
Where'd you put it?
Put it on my mouse 4 button.
Oh, there you go.
Some people tell me to do space bar. I'm like, yeah, that's my ability button. So
Some people are crazy proficient with it on control. Oh wow. Hello.
peekaboo.
Esau is trying to get telefragged at this point. That was another close telefrag. I love that combo with the shotgun too. The rocket pop up with the shotgun. Lipner's a crazy man. There we go. Esau manages to get a kill.
Well, you don't have no rail in this round, so you got to compensate something for it.
Yeah, you gotta use it. The shotgun combo kills just probably more satisfying than the railgun combo, to be honest.
Yeah, I tried to
some
use
folks do
crouch.
just fine with Slash with the standard binding. I can't do it. I know actually Champa plays with a pretty proficient Slash with standard bindings on
Control.
or
Yeah,
standard crouch bound to control. I just can't do it.
I tried to too, but my hand kind of gets all warped in a weird way, and it makes my hand cramp. So I use the mouse. Dramas, I think, uses the mouse 4 button, and that's what he told me to try out. So that's what I've been using, and so far, I mean, I've gotten better, but I'm no pro by any means. So if you play Slash out there, folks, let us know what's your crouch key. Let us know what you use.
And Lipner are starting to tighten the noose here.
Yep, these 12 more frags to finish this up. They got plenty of time to get those. Oh, sorry, 11 frags now. Plenty of time to get them.
Drew is an ESDF master race for movement, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not changing that. I'm not going that far.
Melted down here with an LG and then exploded with a rocket by Night Owl. And the deficit continues to mount at this point. Right now, it's just a matter of time.
Matter of time to get these 8 frags and finish this up.
This is lower bracket, so Esau and Dreamcast are going to get sent home tonight. They'll have to put their feet up, crack a beer.
Play some Dreamcast.
Maybe play some Dreamcast. Hey. They'll be enjoying the rest of their night.
Wo das herkommt, gibt's noch mehr.
Space for crouch. Now I've heard space is the other popular crouch key. What I've asked before. Space and left or the middle mouse, not middle mouse.
Aim down sight on right alt. I could flip control and spacebar right now. Spacebar is aim down sight and control is crouch, but I could flip those and use Slash probably.
I use a shift for my zoom.
Quake people. Just weird as all hell.
Right mouse button is my jump.
Yeah, same here.
Ich hab schon Schlimmeres
About that right mouse button jump life.
Quad spawn.
Quad is up. Night Owl's going to get control of that. And unfortunately, Esau and Dreamcast are nowhere to be found for control of the quad. 5 frags left to the finish line for Lipner and Night Owl, which are the red team on the screen. If they can find 5 more, that's going to wrap things up here. And Night Owl having the quad should be able to get at least 2 of them, I would imagine.
Blue team's really trying to run away.
They're trying to. I mean, hey, I appreciate it.
We can make the comeback. We could get it.
Even if they're this far down, I appreciate them playing it out. Just good high quality sportsmanship there. And there's Night Owl. We'll pick up 1. And we'll clean up 2 there. Oh wow, the turret found Night Owl somewhere. Or Night Owl's turret found Dreamcast rather. There we go, 1 frag away. And looks like Dreamcast is gonna. Dreamcast backs off, saying not today. Not today. We're not done fighting yet.
Only 1 frag.
Yeah, props for them fighting out to the bitter end here. Lipner suicided there actually, which is why that frag by Night Owl didn't clean things up. Night Owl's gonna go down here too, so he's not letting it go. They're gonna make him earn it. They're making him earn the last frag, 15 to 49. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank
Brutal
you for the follow,
battle.
Smoggy Chameleon.
Brutal battle to the bitter end here. Night Owl's gonna go down here again, actually.
Enemy team.
And that's gonna do it, folks.
GG's are exchanged. Lipner, Night Owl, absolutely mopping the floor with Esau and I Play Dreamcast. But thanks to Esau and I Play Dreamcast for coming out tonight. That was a lower bracket round, so that's going to knock them out of this double elimination tournament. Lipner putting up 34 frags there. Night Owl putting up 16. So Lipner doing the heavy lifting.
All
So
right,
holding
and
the upper
clockwork.
and lower.
Thank you for the host. Thank you. Let me get the bracket here. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm holding upper and lower round 3.
Let the lower rounds go. Tell them to push on through.
Yep. Good to me.
Tell lower to push through. Kind of look like in the second one better. Halo Zombie versus Machine Dramas.
I'm okay with that.
Let's see. Halo Zombie versus I don't know what Machine Dramas is the only thing I can take with that because machine's kind of hard to break up into a different word. Mech, well, I can't do mech because it's mock dramas.
Machine gun dramas.
Machine gun dramas.
I'm a dramas, as I was saying last night.
Alright, let me go grab me a water really quick while you get the guys in here. And there's your bets. Thank you for the follows. Barcode, man, thanks for the $20 donation. We'll put that towards the prize pool. Before I get up, I'll actually update the prize pool to reflect that, sir. Well, not 1,000. Get to me 7s there. Alright, 1 second. Give me a bottle of water.
I am the machine. All right, let's see here. And I think that Dramas Machine are doing a little bit of a warm-up match. It looks like, but we'll get them in here pretty darn quickly. We got Zombie, and we are going to square off on Blood Covenant this time around.
That is correct, sir.
Big long boy map. Appreciate it. Shunt wants Brightly on stream. Where is Brightly in this bracket right now? Down in lower, facing off against Cloud X Bio, Godfather, and Brightly.
That should be a good game.
Brawling it up right now. If they manage to make it off Molten Falls, we'll probably pop down to lower to cover a lower bracket match, so don't you worry.
I'm back. My dog seems to want to follow me everywhere I go.
But does he want to hump your leg?
It's a negative,
I have
sir.
I have a feeling he does.
As a negative.
He's probably humping your leg right now.
No,
Come on.
he's actually on my
honest.
bed getting comfy on a pillow. Until it's time for me to get back up again, then he'll follow me and he'll follow me into the kitchen. Oh man, who was that? Dark Soul Hates You. Thank you for the $10, sir. I will update that now. Did you go ahead and tell lowers to go, sir?
I did, sir.
Okay. My dog, he will follow me everywhere.
Well, a good dog will follow you to hell, man. You know.
That's right. Yeah, dogs are very loyal like that.
Your dog is on your pillow waiting for you.
Actually, close his eyes. He's going to sleep. Boeing 063, thanks for the follow. once again, thanks everyone for joining us on the blind date number 6. Happy Easter 420 day.
That's a hell of a combination. You know?
As always, I am Slip, joined by Mr. Professional.
Hey, I'm Plague.
Speaking of that, I did announce your event tomorrow earlier, but I probably didn't do a good job at it, so I think I'd probably let you...
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We got Shub Cup coming up. It's very similar to Diamonds in the Rough that happens at State of Quake. 2000 SR Cap North American Duel. We're actually going to play it on the live build, so it'll be a rounds duel match. So if you're not quite ready to go head first into timed duel, where not everybody's quite ready to commit to the timed duel life, you can get another rounds duel in tomorrow playing on Shub Cup. So if you're a North American dueler under 2000 SR and you want to get into a friendly little brawl for bragging rights, come on over, join Shub Cup.
There you go, folks. I did command events. There's the sign up for Shub Cup. Also Monday, Quake Angels King of the Hill there.
I think Tuesday is the only day that does not have an event because Jahar just announced the return of the Tasty Spleen Koth on Wednesdays.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
so we have an event every day of the week except for Tuesday.
Except for Tuesday, yeah. Monday is Quake Cafe. Tuesday's empty right now. Jahar is bringing back the Koth Wednesday. You guys do a Koth on Thursday. Friday night is the 40 Lions Den. Saturday is whatever State of Quake event is in the rotation that week. And then Sunday is Shub Cup. So North America be stacked. Stacked.
Looks like I got on Halo's view here. Quick frag here. Back to way slash Doom versus slash Visor. Who's the Doom here? Machine 1850. Okay.
And I'm going to call that Machine Dramas is the red team.
Machine Dramas.
And Halo Zombie for blue team. I feel like Blood Cup is such a natural 2v2 map. It's such a good size for it.
One question about your Shub Cup. Are you going to continue with the round base since that's the way you're starting?
No, so the format will change a little bit every week. We're kind of tweaking with things that work. You know, if it becomes obvious that time duels are going to become the standard, frankly, it's whatever they decide to do at QuakeCon. So if it seems clear that they're going to do time duel at QuakeCon and that's going to become the standard for Quake going forward, then we'll flip over to time duel. But for the first one, since it's still in PTS and not all the kinks are worked out yet, I figured we'd keep it with round-based duel for number one. But I will say again, after watching Time Duel in the Lion's Den last night, I liked it. I know that a lot of people don't. Slip, I know that you're not a big fan of it, but I didn't mind it. I was a fan of it.
Well, time will tell, sir.
Yeah, even as someone who didn't have experience with older Quake titles that use that as the standard, I felt pretty comfortable at least watching it and casting it. So, and oh my goodness, Dramas just absolutely bullied Halo off of that power.
And then flips him off for good measure.
Yep, gotta do it.
For that, try to get that quad rail, but couldn't get the angle.
Zombie Halo unable to get a frag so far, and Zombie is just all over the map with the slash. He's gonna pick up Zombie and earn the Mega in the process.
So we got us a quick 6-0 lead here with less than 2 minutes in.
Slash is so dangerous with the quad too. You can traverse the map so quickly, especially on a map like Blood Covenant. It's a bigger map, but there are a lot of long straightaways in it. So if you're proficient movement with Slash, you can just get across that map so damn quickly.
If I was blue team, I'd probably
manages to find a frag on Machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably try to take Machine away from Dramas as much as possible.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that the big threat here is that Dramas tries to solo this a little bit too hard, and then Machine gets caught out alone a little bit too often. But thus far, it hasn't been an issue yet because there's Dramas gonna clean up Halo. There we go. Zombie manages to finally kill Dramas. I think this is the first time that Dramas went down.
Yeah, I think so. Because say Dramas playing Slash and how quick he is with Slash, Machine just can't keep up with him, especially with the Doomslayer. So yeah, there's going to be separation there, and blue team just needs to work that to their advantage.
Machine's doing a good job though. I mean, Machine only has 2 frags on the board, but Machine's only died once. There we go. Machine actually gets the frag on Zombie. Dramas actually died more than Machine has, interestingly enough. So Machine doing a nice job staying up and picking fights intelligently, not feeding kills.
That's key in 2v2. Can't feed the kills either.
Yep, not dying just as important as fragging. At least keep your teammate from being completely ignored.
Enemy has the protection.
Spamming the nail goes down, trying to get a little bit of damage on protection. Let's swap over to zombies since he is holding the protection currently. See if he can make anything happen.
A little bit too much time. Trying to get the LG there. We'll find the frag on machine, but still only have 4 frags on the board so far. Dramas is completely fearless there, which is like, you know what, I'm gonna melt you with the LG a little bit, and then just get the hell out of dodge because I'm playing on Slash and I can do that.
Oh yeah, Dramas is trying to go for that QuakeCon win this year. He's on that hashtag QuakeFit training.
It's been good to see. It's been good to see people back on the stream. Pros and semi-pros alike. A lot of people grinding it out, testing the water out with Time Duel, but more importantly, it seems like people are excited about the game again. Player count is up on Steam charts, and a lot of people are going live on Twitch and showing off skills, so good to see. Oh, Zombie, you shouldn't stay in here. Nope, no, Drama's going to punish that peek.
Basically, Quake just needs to host a QuakeCon about once every 2 to 3 months, and then we'll keep everything going.
No, you gotta do that. You gotta do that once a year and just hype the hell out of it. I'm all about it. All about it. The big bang. Do it once a year and make it awesome.
Oh, gauntleted by Dramas.
Oh, you just hate to see that.
Gauntlet.
You just hate to see it.
Reach the gospel of Quake more. That's what it's all about.
Dramas absolutely has item timings locked in. Ooh. Did they do 2s at last QuakeCon?
Yes, they did. It was a 2v2 duel tournament.
God.
Yeah, I didn't like that format either.
Incoming quad.
The way they did was, it was like, I don't forget how many teams it was, but they took like the top 10 out of the 2v2 tournament, and that was your duel tournament, which I didn't like that format. I thought it was...
Quad damage.
Looks like Machine fell a little bit short to get that quad, but he's still gonna pick it up anyway.
Wash the dishes, bro. Machine has less deaths than Dramas. The other team has 3 kills. Hey, man, we're doing what we can out here, okay? Sometimes there's only so much you can say about it.
Hold on. For some reason, moderator's trying
Zombie
to...
and Halo do have 5 kills apiece, though, so they are at least even on their ability to frag at the moment. Machine and Dramas are just too strong. It's mostly Dramas doing the hard work. Machine with 8 frags though, so Machine's out ahead as well. In the frag count, he's not completely getting carried here, but Dramas is absolutely doing here.
Machine taking that gutsy call going up the jump pad against the LG.
Love it. LG knockback reduced a little bit in PTS at the moment, so it won't be as devastating to come up a jump pad and walk right into an LG, but it's still not going to be good.
And I really do love the fact that QuakeCon sold out in less than a day as far as BYOC. It really shows that a lot of people want to come and do things Quake related, Doom related. They call it the year of Doom, but we know deep down it's the year of State of Quake. It's not the year of Doom.
I am excited for Doom Eternal.
I mean, Bethesda can call it all they want, or id, or whoever can call it what they want, but we all know what it really is.
They didn't call it the year of Rage. All right.
Year of Rage. Slip gonna be casting at QuakeCon? Sure, I'll go in there and I'll just punch someone off the stage and say, "Hey, I'm taking over. Get the hell out of here."
See if you can get the call. See if you can get dialed up.
Yep. See what happens. So I just push someone off the casting stage, so I'm taking this spot. Nothing you can do about it.
A little bit of camera time here, and actually the deficit has not continued to mount too much. It's still a 15 frag deficit, but is that narrowed and widened? Stayed the same? I'm gonna say it stayed the same. I thought that deficit was gonna continue to widen as the match went on, but they've managed to keep it to a 15 frag deficit. I don't know if it's anything you put on your refrigerator, but at least they've managed to stop the bleeding for the time being. Gonna have to have a hell of a quad run to make up for this, though.
I think sometimes, like, especially with this being a blind date situation, and you don't really play with, you never play with these people as far as I know you haven't. Sometimes it maybe take a little time to get coordinated on a particular map and figure out what you need to do. And oh,
Some maps are
wow,
wow, hello.
Change kill there, banana.
Some maps are a little bit more punishing than others too. I feel like on smaller maps like Awoken or Corrupted Keep, you tend to be, because the maps are smaller, you tend to be near your teammate more often anyway, just by default, because it's a smaller map, so trading's a little bit easier. On Corrupted, or on maps like Blood Covenant, right? The map is so wide and so big that if you aren't communicating with your teammate, you can easily get caught out alone, and your teammate won't be in a position to trade the frag. So different maps, I think, cater to different levels of skill when it comes to teamwork, but I think that this is one map in particular where you absolutely have to be talking to each other. Tempest is very similar in that way.
Bring Cash with another gifted sub in the year of Fallout 76. Now, I'm a big Fallout fan. I will admit I'm a bit disappointed in 76. They kind of released it in a broken state and they admitted it, and I wish they would have done better with that. But you know, deep down, I'm always going to be a Fallout fan. I like Fallout. Did I name QuakeCon after it? No, not at all.
Zombie's trying to chase Jonas down. Not gonna be able to do it. Machine should get. No, Machine's gonna make this work. Oh, Zombie had an awkward weapon switch there. Couldn't finish off Machine.
Well, he only looked away with 17 health. It was very close. There's no dice.
Quad is up. It's gonna go to Dramas, which is exactly what you wanted to not happen there.
And Mega's gonna bail him out. He only had 11 health getting out of that fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem here. Dramas has pretty decent stack. Could use a little bit of armor here, but... And again, even if Dramas doesn't find the frag here, just the fact that Dramas is controlling the quad. And you can tell, actually, look, Dramas isn't even really pushing with it. He's just content to control the quad and let time be on his side here with this huge frag deficit that they have at the moment. Or huge frag lead that they have at the moment, rather. No point for Dramas to take risks. Potentially give up the quad in that situation.
Man, Dramas
finding every angle with this railgun. Just finding every little angle.
Not bad. I mean, Machine's got 13 kills to his name, so he's pulling some weight. That's saying something with Dramas as a teammate.
Oh, for sure. Machine has more frags than Halo or Zombie do. So it's not like Machine's presence isn't felt on the red side of the ball, and they're now 10 frags away from cleaning this up. They should finish before the time here, but Dramas has gotten a little bit more passive. Isn't quite as aggressively sweeping the map for frags at the moment, but man, oh man, just absolutely popping off. The railgun here, and is going to find Zombie with another one. Man, that was a little bit disappointing of a situation. Halo and Zombie were trying to work on Dramas there. Dramas manages to frag them both, going coast to coast from heavy to mega, finding a frag in both sides of the map.
This guy's a one-man army.
So I became an agent of chaos.
Incoming protection.
And actually, interestingly enough, Dramas has went down 12 times. Machine has went down 9 times. So again, Machine doing a good job. Not feeding and just kind of staying out of Dramas' way and letting him do the work. But again, being there to back things up when it goes poorly, just like you see here with Machine running around with the protection now since Dramas went down. Machine is there on backup, so good positioning, good teamwork.
Get it.
Doesn't really need this frag. Probably better off, yeah, just go back to the blood pool. Go somewhere where you're not going to lose the protection.
Pushing straight into those nails.
Yep, still has the prot though, so totally fine to do that. Walk right into him, why don't you? 2 more frags left for Dramas and Machine before they finish this matchup on Blood Covenant. Dramas
back over to
with a nail gun here against Zombie. Dramas is gonna get one.
And Machine takes the other one.
That up? I think he did.
Yeah, the Machine cleaned it up. Nice. GG. Like I said, at least with the blue team, I mean, the deaths are similar, the kills are similar, so you can't really chalk it up to one person tanking your team there.
That was an upper bracket match, so Machine and Dramas are going to advance. Halo and Zombie are going to get knocked down into the lower bracket, and let me see where they end up here. They are going to go to play... Zombie and Halo are going to go on to play xCloud X and Bio and Lowers on Awoken. Talus and Genic and Servo and Entity are playing right now, I believe, right?
Hey, we have an interesting situation that might be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
GNIC, Tellus Beef, Servo, Entity are at 25 to 24. That's their frags. They set it to 10 minutes instead of 15 minutes, so they could have. They need to have like a 5-minute playoff to finish up their game. If you guys grab that, like a 5-minute, like just thing.
I mean, if we want to, I guess.
Your call.
Sure. Yeah, we can get them real quick.
I think a moderator would be nice to to have into that game for just to make sure that it's legit for the last 5 minutes.
Sure. Oh, and if Bio and Zombie ask if they can go ahead, you can tell them to go ahead and push on. Yeah, we can go ahead and push. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do a quick 5-minute Fury match. See what happens here. I won't do any bets for that match though, since it's only 5 minutes. I put out the bets.
Let's drop.
Oh, I got kicked out of the party.
Yeah, GNIC's gonna invite us.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I think last year, I'm not sure, I think they just was trying to emphasize 2v2 so much at last year's QuakeCon. This is why they did it that way, but I know for the pros, it's probably upsetting that they did it like that.
It's tough, I think, for the pro scene when you grind and work really hard,
and then you get thrown into 2v2.
Yeah, to get good with a teammate, and then they kind of discontinue a mode. I mean, it's got to be frustrating for sure.
Did you say for lower to go?
Yeah, if there's a lower match ready, they can go ahead and go. That way they can kind of get caught up. They're like, I think they're at least 1 round behind.
All right, let me see here. So
basically, GNIC's team needs 25.
Yeah, no. So GNIC.
Oh, GNIC needs 26.
Needs 26. So they had 20. They had 24 frags.
Okay.
Servo had 25 frags. Need 25 more. So right now, Servo and Entity lead by 1. These kids. Yeah, so I guess they started their own match and the default settings on 2v2 are 10 minutes. So they need a little 5-minute quick brawl to finish things up. So it was a little bit awkward.
This is going to be interesting though, right?
Could be.
I mean, it's a close game with 5 minutes. And they have this like wrench in the cog, the
So
pause,
right now,
start over again.
It's basically that Servo and Entity have a 1 frag lead against GNIC. So
hey, thanks
is
for the
more
follow.
or less the way that it looks. So like a tie would be if GNIC's team ends up being 1 frag ahead, would be actually a tie. This could get screwed up. Hopefully they don't tie it.
Oh god.
Because we'll have to do something else after that. Because the game won't automatically push them into sudden death, since it's going to think that GNIC is up by 1, but they're not. It's actually tied because they have the 10-minute hangover. Yeah, so anyway, for chat, so that you guys know what the hell's going on, they misset their round, so they are supposed to play a 10-minute clock, or a 15-minute clock rather. They accidentally played a 10-minute clock, so we're watching the additional 5 minutes that these teams failed to set up the way that they should have in the first place.
And we said GNIC's team needs 26. That's...
Three,
Red team needs 26. Blue team needs 25.
Kingdoms finally
right?
come.
Okay. All right, just make sure I had it correctly. It's a weird situation here, so.
But it could time out before that, seeing that it's only 5 minutes. Well.
Or Ranger vibes for both teams. I like that. I like when both teams make it classy. It's just be
By the way, I'm going to refer
it.
to GNIC and Taylor as GNIC Beef because I think that's hilarious.
Well, some people call Genic King Beef, so we could just say, or King, can we just call King Beef?
That's true.
King Beef?
I'm going Genic Beef. I'm going Genic Beef.
Genic Beef?
And then a Servo Entity are still in here brawling away. We're already 40 seconds into this thing, though, and there haven't been any frags yet, so I don't think we're going to hit time limit here. Or I don't think we're going to hit frag limit. Rather, this is just a quick little 5-minute brawl. The quad control is going to be super important. But again, Genic's team is actually down by 1 based on the first 10 minutes they played, so they're going to have to be ahead by 1 here
Thanks for the follow-up.
in order for it to be a tie. So they're actually going to have to be ahead by 2 to win.
And actually, all these follows, so it makes me think about this. We're less than 100 away to get 1,000 followers on Twitch, so for one, thank you guys for doing that.
Incoming quad.
But we're going to have to come up with something big to give away for you guys at 1,000 followers.
Autograph symbol, it's underpants.
I'll give you some autographs. Underpants.
Teams are tied.
Traded it up though, so teams tied 1-1. A minute and 30 seconds in. Again, it's only 5 minutes long, but the first quad is going to go to Genic, which is probably the best situation possible for Talus. Genic, nothing against Talus, but Genic is who he is, and he's going to pick up a frag pretty damn
Blue team
quickly.
just needs to run away and stay away.
They're going to try to, but I think they're going to drop at least one more. Oh, Genic couldn't get to the machine gun fast enough to pick up another frag.
And he's got 16 seconds to decide, so that's not going to help him at all. He pops it, but I think it's just too late at this point. No, he gets at least
Another
one.
here, there we go. And this is going to start to become more. Oh, that was a bad jump pad. Entity is completely
Nice.
stuck out there. If Genic didn't get that kill, Talus would have been able to find it. Absolutely got ganged up on it. Genic is going to find Entity out again. Little LG to rail combo. Entity's in a really bad spot here. I don't think it's going to be able to escape. Genic's going to let it go though for now.
Like it's 1-4 here, because you got to remember, blue team did have us. They were up 1 when they finished the match.
Stopwatch.
But yeah, less than going up to the 2-minute mark here. Yes, both teams are playing it pretty slow. I don't know if that's because they know this only 5 minutes or.
I think they're doing a little bit better of a job communicating too. Genic and Talus are absolutely staying paired up. Entity gets caught out again. Entity's been caught out alone so many times here. Servo did find a frag against Talus there, but still, Genic Talus looking very strong here. Entity keeps getting caught alone, particularly down near the LG. Genic managed to find Entity down there a few times, and he's going to try to melt Entity down with the LG there, and does it.
Incoming protection.
All right, less than 2 minutes to go here. Blue team needs to bring it back here if they want to continue up in the upper brackets.
Yeah, Genic just turned things on here. I mean, I know that they got. There we go. Genic's going to get a protection too, and this is going to be brutal now at this point for Entity Servo to do anything about it.
Oh, Entity's already calling it. GG.
Had to be a little bit frustrated because Genic has been all over Entity since the beginning of this match. And Talus did frag Servo there as well, so the deficit mounts.
We're up to 1 minute to go here. It looks like it's going to be
1 minute.
Oh wow.
Genic beef going
Just
on.
feeding him railgun. Just feeding him railgun.
Servo's not giving up yet. Trying.
Oh
Messy,
god.
messy jump pad.
Oh god. And Entity's gonna get wants to get out of there. Genic is happy just to chill with the gauntlet and wait for the mega health to come up. And we're not going to have any time for another quad or protection here. Entity's got to be frustrated. Was not able to find a frag there. At least so far. Wow, Genic, you're just absolutely disgusting. Please, sir, calm down. There are children watching. There's only 15 seconds and there are children watching, Genic!
That will stop the madness.
Jesus Christ! It's Easter Man! Come on! God!
Balls
I
out.
don't know if he's gonna find another one here. Oh, Jesus.
He did. He
he's
connected
gonna
right
rail
at the
that.
very
Are you
end.
fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Genic was just like, ah, fuck it. And just absolutely dismantles people. Holy crap. Well then. That was a decisive little 5-minute burner, I think. Jeez.
All right, so I guess that we're going to go ahead and call the Unit Beef versus Machine Dramas match up here.
There's a little part of me where I think that Genic held off so the match would be close to like entice us to cast it just so we could have him on camera, and then was like, all right, I'm on camera, let's go pop off on people.
So you have one game lower that hasn't started, obviously, and then you have your upper.
We'll go ahead and do the upper, tell the lower to start. Then because the upper will have to hold anyway for the next round until we finish up the lower. So just let lowers push on through.
I got you.
We'll just do the Tell Us Beef Genic game, just dramas. Machine. So Genic Beef versus Machine Dramas.
Alrighty, so Genic I think is the party leader here and is getting him invited and squared away.
Sounds good. Also, we did, if anybody read our rules, just so we are clear, the finals is going to be a best of one. Let me go ahead. I'm trying to find it so I can word it correctly. It's a best of one, but will be a bracket reset if the loser's finalist wins the first map. And for the grand finals, since we're not doing a map advantage or anything like that for this 2v2, winners will get to pick their map. That'll be their advantage of not losing. And also, we'll do a map reset as well. But so it's just a best of one with a reset if need be.
Genic might have stepped away for a second here, just waiting for him to see the party chat.
Just
figure out what's up. Hopefully we don't keep this 5-minute time limit. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Either that or just throw one of us the party leader.
He got it. He's taking care of it.
And this is going to be on Blood Run. Did you say that correctly? Okay, yes, on Blood Run.
It is
15 minutes.
On Blood Run, yep. We're still in upper bracket, by the way, so this is a double elimination tournament. So these folks have not been eliminated at all, so the loser of this just drops down into the party bracket. Lower bracket matches are going on right now. There's Servo and Entity facing off against Lipner and Night Owl on Awoken. Also on Awoken is Zombie and Halo facing off against xCloud X and Bio. Loser of this will drop down to lower bracket to fight it out with them. The winner of this is going to advance to the grand final round. The first one will be played on, it looks like, Valenoth.
Actually, I've got to change that since this bracket's a little bit shorter tonight. That's actually the finals. The way it's looking like it's shaping up to be. So I'm going to change it over just to name it finals. We won't be having any PNAF action tonight, guys, unless one of these teams decide to pick it, unfortunately.
By the way, folks, thanks to State of Quake and the viewership here at State of Quake for donating to the prize pool tonight. Also, thanks again for State of Quake for having me here as one of the casters. My voice is the voice of PlagueTV. The other voice that you hear is Slip. And the third voice that chimes in is Mr. DRon, who's in the background doing the hard work tonight, doing the admin work this evening.
AKA Asshat.
I resent that shit, man.
Just wait till QuakeCon, sir.
Oh yeah.
Feed your anger.
You're gonna get it, sir.
If you strike me down, I become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
You're gonna wake up unhappy one morning, sometime.
Oh, okay. I'll watch you, sir. I got you.
Let the jokes begin.
Prepare your team. Round begins in 3, 2.
From Genic's point of view.
All right, Blood Run, aka hide and go seek champion 2K19 map.
Machine gets the quad or the quad mega. Survives that fight against Genic, but it looks like we're going to have a Ranger Visor versus a Ranger Doom.
Yep. That's what you got cooking up here.
Yeah.
And Genic, of course, knows he's on camera now, so I'm expecting him to style a little bit.
It's strange
As they'll
though
do.
that blue team is not going for any support champions, but hey, you know, if it works, it works. I hope it does work for them.
Yeah, it is a good map for Galena too. I mean, there's a lot of important portal exits on this map, or a lot of critical portal exits rather, where you can kind of testily put totems around. There's also decent places to hide totems, and there's Genic's famed Tribolt spam bind. Most of Genic's SR can be attributed to Tribolt, of course, as we all know.
Thanks, Swearing Cashew, for reminding
Definitely
me
not
that.
that LG. Good lord. Good lord. A nice LG glue there, and actually I think that Machine suicided on the way out of the portal there after coming off and eating all that LG damage. And speaking of LG damage, good lord, Genic is on tonight.
Incoming quad.
Burning through Dramas. Heavy
Oh,
on the board.
nice.
There we go.
Orb
Dramas says,
Dramas.
"Hey, you know what? Here's an orb."
I love that play.
Genic's Tribolt, yeah.
Quad spawn.
Genic's going to get caught out here. He's trying to fight for the quad, but he's in a rough spot. He's going to get fragged down by Dramas. That's going to allow Machine to go on a quad run here. See what Machine can do for it. Does find
Right.
Tails once.
Oh no. Now Genic has it.
Yeah.
He still has half the quad time left. He could possibly make it happen here.
Got plenty of time left. I think
Oh,
he had
man.
it about halfway through. There's only a 2-frag lead though so far for Genic and Tails Beef. It's not completely devastating. Genic can't find another frag there. I thought maybe he was going to sneak a railgun in while he still had the quad, but couldn't quite get the angle on it. Look at Tails and Genic both backing off together through that portal. They were both like in comms together, basically saying, "Let's get the hell out of here."
Good communication.
Dramas is going to get a free frag there. They went through the portal together, but they went in opposite directions after that. And Tails got caught out alone. Naked, afraid, and alone in the nail gun room and went down.
And Genic loves his Tribolt, and this is the perfect map for it.
I can tell here too that Genic just called out that Mega was up, and look at Tails and Genic zoning out Mega, making sure they maintain control of it. And I bet they're going to rotate on up to Heavy right now. Yep, there's the rotation up for Heavy. Finds
Dramas in the
Dramas.
back. Nice.
Heavy's not back for 3 seconds here, so Genic and Tails are going to control Mega and Heavy on this rotation. Dramas finds him with the orb rocket.
Oh,
Tails
trying to
actually got
steal the
armor.
heavy though. Couldn't steal it.
And Tails got out of there too. So not only did he get the Heavy, but he got the hell out of there without giving up a frag. So not a terrible outcome, but only a 1-frag lead at the moment.
Incoming protection.
Yeah, Flip Flop's not wrong. Machine could have self-fragged there and passed the passed the quad over to Dramas, but to some extent it's on Dramas to communicate that.
Lost.
Yeah, that is true.
Died. From the grave. Protection spawned.
Speaking of Dramas, 2 quick frags there from Dramas to tie things up. 10 to 10 for the moment.
Lead lost. Stop
Heavy
Blue
armor.
watch.
team up frag now. Good to see it.
Yeah, first time they've taken a lead here actually.
I think this one's going to come down to the wire. I think we'll see this one come down very close.
Yeah, Machine has the protection here again, and on the commentary on self-fragging and turning over those power-up items to Dramas, I think Machine and Dramas have to think about that because Machine had the quad and had the protection there, but I don't think Machine got a frag
I think he was just denying the protection, which is just as
with
good.
the protection. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, that's an okay play, but if you're going against someone like Genic, you've really got to try to use that to get some kills.
I think it's going to come down to this is going to be more of a quad fight over than protection. Who controls the quad part?
At least that we
Yeah,
don't
Machine
try.
right there. He could have used some rockets and just tried to do some splash damage versus trying to hold out for the LG.
How many times have you seen Dramas orb onto heavy armor? He just did it again there.
Classic play.
Genic Taylor both pushing up again.
I like that.
Portal,
That's-
they're gonna pick off Machine.
That's at least the second time I've seen Gina pop sight right before he goes to that teleport.
Oh my god, he got another frag with a friggin' tri-bolt. Same spot too, and I think it was Dramas the last time it happened as well.
Alright, Heavy's up. He's gonna go for the tri-bolt jump. He tried, but he went a little bit too early.
We will never speak of this.
And that's gonna leave Dramas to take Heavy.
On team balances here, Dramas has 12 frags. Machine has 2 frags. That's on the blue team. Genic has 12 frags. Talus has 4 frags on the red team. So both teams have a little bit of a carry. Dramas carrying for blue, Genic carrying for red, but the secondary players are doing are pretty much balanced with each other. Machine has the quad here. This is another opportunity here where Machine should probably self-frag and give this quad over to Dramas, but again, the blue team has picked up the last 2 quads and the protection for at least some of the time while we were up.
He's at least get one. Well, there's one. Could get 2. Yeah. I think. Well, Dramas takes it anyway. Finish it.
Yeah, it's nothing against Machine here, but you have to play to your teammates' strengths, right?
Yeah.
So if you know one teammate has a particularly better aim or has a better weapon set or better stack, you've got to think about passing that thing over and letting those frags
Yeah,
go.
the only time I think Machine should pick up the quad is if Dramas is down or he's weak. Just to
It's more of a
deny
backup
red
thing,
team.
which is what we see Talus and Genic doing, where it seems to be clear that Genic is going to take the power up if it's available, and then Talus is standing there though, ready to catch the rebound if Genic goes down for some reason.
Impressive.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Nice cleanup by Genic there. And I think this might also come down to who does better on each team as far as Machine versus Talus. Like I said, you got Dramas and Genic carrying the team as of right now, but is their partner going to be able to pull their weight a little bit more? Like right now, Talus has 5 frags, Machine still has 3, and you see the red team up by 3 frags.
I do like that Genic is on visor, and I like that the stronger player on the team is on visor because they're able to pop that vision, and then they can also call out strategy. Right, it's most likely your stronger player, your higher skill player is going to be the one calling the shots, or should be the one calling the shots in matches like this. But Genic has the advantage of having that intel from visor and can kind of guide Talus to some extent on where they want to play. Just got polyfrag there, but
Looks like Machine's gonna get the protection. They're gonna hold off Talus here. No, Talus uses the super shotgun that takes it.
and then paired up they are once again. So
pushing on Machine, smart move.
yeah, and Genic just popped sight as Talus picked up protection and they're able to call out some shots. Dramas is going to be in trouble here.
Machine there to back him up. Is it going to be enough? Nope, there's Machine gone. Then here comes Genic.
Here we go, good cleanup. Now a little bit of a deficit starting to show. Still just a 6 frag deficit though. It's not an absolutely devastating hole that Dramas and Machine have to dig out of. But again, the next quad, you've got to let Dramas have it. If the blue team is able to get control of it, if Dramas and Machine can get control of it, Machine's got to be a little bit more aware here and make sure Dramas has that quad in hand as it spawns. Ooh, speaking of Dramas, picks off Talus as he tries to follow Genic up the jump pad.
Yeah, I think blue team, Dramas, and Machine are just... Well, I think Machine's just good with Doom. I think that's just who he feels comfortable with. Dramas decided to go with more mobility with Ranger on this particular map versus utility.
So Doom is a good pick on Blood Run. You've got some awkward little jumps. I also like Nyx here. The wall jump helps you get to heavy. It can help you kind of cross the gaps in the center of the map. So the double jump has a good bit of utility here on Blood Run.
Yep. Well, Eddie and God can't get Galena on this map with all the teleporters here. Totems. Free totem damage.
Oh, Talus is going to go down there to Dramas with the fly swatter. Dramas manages to
20 seconds to
finish things
quad.
up. Shotgun kills. Shotgun kills are just so nice feeling, so rewarding.
Incoming quad.
Dramas is going down to here with Genic, so I don't know if he's going to make it back to the quad. He's pretty damaged here. It looks like red team's going to...
Yeah, Genic's going to be in position for this. I don't know if Dramas is going to even bother to try to get up there in time. No, Dramas thought about it, walked up to the jump pad, and then walked away from it. So Genic is going to control this cleanly at the moment.
Look at that
Missed
quad
opportunity there.
tri-bolt.
And Genix had, there we go, Genix saved his vision for when he had the quad, and he's going to earn 2 kills for it. He should be able to get more than that.
Yeah, I said at the beginning of the match, nice
wow.
rail.
Great
Would
fadeaway
blue
rail.
team regret not picking a utility champion on here? And I think it could be it.
Looking for that tri-bolt kill again there. Dramas has stopped standing in that spot because Genix has managed to get, oh no.
That machine says, I'll stand there for you.
Oh, here it comes again.
Oh
No,
my god.
Oh no.
Oh, this tribal, man.
Not like this. Oh, Catherine's curse.
Somebody's getting Baron Bruce here.
I shouldn't have said anything.
If UNKiND was watching, he would know what we're talking about with Baron Bruce. 'Cause he hates it.
Man, that was just wrecking people with the tribal. Making people look silly out here. I'm just gonna try to stand in this LG spam. Does manage to fend off Genix a little bit.
Alright, 2 more frags
He's
for
not
red
back for a
team,
while, but
and
yeah, they're closing in here.
I think we're going to see the frag limit here. I'm a little disappointed. I know when we first I called it, I said I was hoping this was going to come down to the wire. Red team just did a better job to control the power up and see what happened here.
Let's get styled on there too by Genix.
Yeah, it looks like Machine, since we last called, Machine's only got 1 more kill. He has 4 now versus the 3, so it also came down to who could back up their partner better, and it looks like Tellus is just doing a better job of backing up his partner.
Yeah, there could have been a little bit more communication there, I think, between Machine and Dramas. Machine is just getting caught out a little bit, and it's not like that's really Machine's fault, to be honest. I mean, there's some stiff competition in here. Anybody trying to go toe-to-toe with Genix in any capacity is probably going to have themselves a bad day, but there were situations where Machine had control of Mega or protection where it was probably better off in Dramas' hands, and that's really just a communication thing at the end of the day.
Team frag deficit here. Less than 3 minutes to go. Not really much they can do here. 5 more seconds, or 5 more frags for the red team.
Yeah.
This is it.
It was actually in Genix's hands there for a minute. There we go. The Machine manages to clean up Genix. Love to see it. Let the clock wind down on Blood Run. So in 1v1 Duel, Blood Run can be a pretty boring map because it's so easy to play hide and go seek on it. But in 2v2, it's pretty exciting to watch. There's a lot of like awkward corridors and little spam spots on this map, and I think it makes 2s pretty damn entertaining.
You know, a lot of people also with the new patch update, a lot of people are saying, why are we not getting more content as far as champs and maps goes? That's another debate you could also have with people. You know, when do we stop adding game modes and when do we start focusing on content as far as maps and champions? As far as champions go, I mean, I think we got a good solid lineup here. I don't really think we need champions that bad. But maps, I would say that'd be a pretty high priority for me.
Disgraced yourself enough. Stay down this time.
In the map scene thing, we addressed that a little bit on last night when we were casting with Rafa, and I think that Rafa was we talked about maps a little bit in the new Duel mode, and his opinion of it was he would love to see a brand new map new and specific to Quake games as opposed to an overhaul or a remake of an old map.
That's it. Well, at this point though, I mean, I understand. I like to see unique maps, particularly to Quake Champions, but at the same time, since we're so kind of we're in a kind of a drought for maps. I wouldn't mind seeing some off-the-wall Q3 maps or even Q2 maps that weren't really widely known, just revamped for Quake Champions, just to kind of change up the monotony of it.
Let's see here what we got over in the bracket scene. So Genix and Tellus are going to wrap that up. It looks like Servo and Entity.
That's right, Unum. That's my man, dude. That's what I want to see in Quake Champions so bad right now.
Zero?
Yes. I love playing Zero. That's who I played all the time back in Quake Champions.
We need some proper fan service with Hunter. Even though I do want more Jacked and Tan visor skins. Right, and proper fan service.
Boy, they got some. I mean, they still got Slash and Nyx they could do something with as well.
That's true. All right, let's take a look at the brackets here. Going down to lower brackets. So Genic and Tails Beef are going to move on to the final. They are in upper bracket. They have not been eliminated at all, so they're going to cruise on to grand final. Looking at lowers, it looks like Servo and Entity beat Lipner and Night Owl. So Lipner and Night Owl kick their feet up and call it a night. GG's and thanks for participating. xCloud X and XBio defeated CBX Zombie and Halo
Have they started their map yet? Do we know?
They're holding, I think.
They're holding.
Yeah, they're holding. Servo and Entity. No.
Okay. Have they already got a game going, or we need to invite them in?
You can invite them.
Yeah, I do not know. We can drop this party though.
Okay, so that's going to be, what was it, BioCloud versus
Servo Entity. Yes. And as a reminder, the way this format works, so because it's double elimination, the upper bracket competitors have not lost, so they have a little bit of an advantage. So what will happen is we'll play at most 2 best of ones, but if the upper bracket wins the first best of one, it's over. They are the champions. If the lower bracket manages to pull it off, we'll do a bracket reset and play another best of one after that.
Yep.
So that's what we're up against. But first, we've got to go through and finish up on our lower brackets where we have at least 2 more matches. So we're going to cast Servo Entity versus xCloud X Bio. After that, they're going to square off against Dramas and Machine back on Blood Run again, and I'm sure they are not thrilled about being back on Blood Run, but that's how it be sometimes. As a reminder, the voice you're listening to now, I am the voice of PlagueTV. I'm a guest here on State of Quake, and always excited to be here with the State of Quake
I left.
crew. Speaking of the rest of State of Quake, the other voice that you hear, the endearing Southern accent, that is Mr. Slip. And doing the meaningful work is DRon today, doing the admin work for State of Quake.
That's it. Sorry. Had a cough a little bit. That's up in my throat. Sorry.
And I think I dropped party here. Are you making the party this time?
Yeah, I can.
Go for it.
DRon's still in the other party, so I can't invite him. Who needs him?
We are going to Blood
Sir,
Covenant this time.
You better wait on me.
There's xCloud X, which I think I already have him on my list. No. Bio. Put you up there. Them on this side. Servo. Or I spelled with a 0 in it.
I don't think it is, but it has spaces. S space, E space, E space, R, V space O.
Ah, okay. Yep, that's it.
It used to be.
He did like my
Tom
name.
Server. He went with a name change, I think.
Then N7ITI. We'll call him that. Alright, so we're going Blood Covey.
Damn, Daniel, what's up, Josh? We're almost at the end of this thing, and I've only drank 1 beer. I actually had 2 before I showed up, but I've only drank 1 so far during these brackets.
I'm on number 4, I think.
Okay. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone here.
Also, speaking
we're gonna
of
share many beers at Quake concert.
speaking of Quake 3 champions that's coming, or Quake 3 characters coming to Quake Champions. Why
Quake 3 champions.
Quake 3 champion? Why are people so obsessed with getting the orb? Please tell me why.
Because he's an eyeball with a rocket launcher mounted on him.
I think the thing that I want to see the
Argument?
most is a Tank Junior skin for Clutch.
I just can't think of the I can't find the argument.
I just made the argument.
Well, but that argument's not that valid because orb's kind of boring.
Do we need to invite DRon to this party?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, please send the invite.
I mean, it's like let's just put Bones in the game. He's a skeleton. Easter
That
Central.
guy is basically Bones, man.
I feel like Orb is going to be like Odd Job in GoldenEye. It's like the hitbox is too short, and everyone's like, "No, Odd Job." I'm with Flip Flap on Hunter.
I believe Hunter's coming.
Yes.
I think it's been teased before. If
Yeah.
I'm not completely.
I mean, we
mistaken.
even talked about this too. Well, me and DRon did. You could do.
No shoot, slip launched without DRon.
I invited
That's
him.
okay. That's-
I sent the invite, but
that-
he didn't accept it. He was being an asshat,
I can grind for gold guns while you guys are.
Mister.
Oh, there you go. That's good use of time. Productive use of time.
Chainson, thank you for the follow. But me and DRon was talking about this. You could do like a crash skin for Doom. You would just have to figure out a way. They would have to figure out how to do a hitbox just for a skin. I don't know if they want to put that work into it, but you could do Crash. I mean,
Crash is basically Lady Doom.
that's what I'm saying. That's basically what she is. So it could be Doom, but you could have a Crash skin.
Just make her a muscular lady,
No, come on now. Make her
like
proper.
China from WWE.
Oh, whoops! I actually dropped off server there.
Hold on. I will tell
Drop.
restart.
Round begins.
I want to tank Junior skin clutch. That's what I want to see.
1. Fight.
I can rejoin. I'm okay.
Time.
Maybe.
Hold on, I'm telling him to stop.
Yes, sir. Saint
You're
Tom
okay.
Servo is playing.
Unless you already told him to.
I'm telling him that. I mean, nobody's listening to me apparently.
It's all right. I think it's that you rejoined. You're good.
Hey, well, they bio quit, so we're starting it over again.
Broke it. We broke it.
Okay, this will allow you to re-invite me,
Negative.
sir. If they need a ringer, I'll step in too. I'm
Sorry, we
ready.
don't need you there. Need you for that.
I alt tabbed out to Google some Hunter concept art and crash the server.
All right,
Oh,
that's
look at
it.
Gellisack Insane out there in the chat. What's up, boys? He just got scotched up, okay? He just got scotched up and he wanted Sane to breathe on his neck and you know, normal things. Totally normal things out there. It was a Friday night. Cut the guy some slack.
But you gotta restart your game.
Yeah, it's coming back up now.
Okay. But yeah, you could do some reskins on certain people.
All right, I'm ready.
Just call them different champs, I guess. All right, everybody's ready. Hopefully no one crashes this time. Let's do it.
You have to invite me.
Come on, dude.
I
step it
I
up.
did.
Step it up, man.
I
What
sent
you
the
doing?
invite, motherfucker. I sent it. So I guess when he
Did I
restarted,
accept it? You're good now.
God, did you son of a bitch.
You gotta be careful with these servers, okay? You got the Fisher Price Leapfrog Quake Champion servers out here. Can't rush it. Keep it nice and clean, Andy. Don't. Saturday night. Saturday nights for dirty business, risky business.
I'm wondering what they're going to do with Zero's ability, though. Like, if they're going to use something that, like, make that robot tail he had. Like, if it's going to have
It's
something.
like a scorpion tail, man.
Yeah. I just wonder if that's going to have something to do with his ability, which it probably should. I believe he should be able to do, like, backflips and shit off the walls and stuff. I mean, he's like a ninja monk.
Like an extended version of Nyx's wall jump.
It's hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of things they could do with him.
It could be like Doom Punch, but with like a kick or a roundhouse or something.
No, I don't want to see that,
No one cares what you want to see, sir.
Mister.
Round begins in.
Need you to sit down there, sir.
Good luck. Good luck. Have fun.
1.
All right, let's see what we got going on here.
Bio.
We've got Servo and Entity in the blue team squaring off against XBio and XCloud X. In the red team, we'll be referring to red team as BioCloud. We'll be referring to blue team as what? Entity server? Entity server? Servo entity? Some combination of their names.
Something
That's
for blue team. Could just possibly be a blue team.
something or other. Starting off on Bio, who went with Doomslayer. Both
Ranger,
teams
both
Doomslayer.
sacrificers.
No utility
Keeping it
champions.
classy.
No Galenas, no Isons. No turrets, no totems. Sad day. Wally, 48 call it.
I like them keeping it classy when the two teams take the same champion, so it's all about just who's better than who. BioCloud taking an early 2-frag lead.
Oh wow. Bio got totally
Yeah, he got-
floated there for a second.
So lucky that he did not get killed right there.
10 health back. He's not going to be able to get bailed out by Mega here. Oh, Bio is just hanging on by a thread. I can't believe Bio got out of both those situations, though. Both times with 10 stack. More or less is going to walk right into Entity, though. Bio. 2-2, though. Both teams are going to jog.
Oh, trying for a rocket jump. It fails.
Positioning for Quad should start to come into play here, though. It looks like Bio and Cloud have slightly better positioning for it at the moment. We'll see if that holds on, though. No Servo now. Gets pushed off of it. Yeah, there we go. It's going to go to Bio.
No, he quickly gets killed with it, and then
Oh,
my God.
man. Bio and Cloud go down. Entity should have it now. Entity, man, saving
Servo
the day
gets it.
there. Oh, Servo did get it there. How did Entity not get that? Managed to frag both Bio and Cloud and basically saved the day, reclaiming the quad for the blue side of things.
For
Careful with that
fancy
tribal
quad
there,
tro-
bro. Don't blow yourself up.
Friends are gonna have a hard time peeling you off the wall.
Not sure I totally agree with the decision to use the tri-bolt for a lot of that quad run, but hey, you do you. You do you.
Yeah, this isn't Blood Run, this is Blood Covey.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not Genic and this isn't Blood Run. Calm down.
Oh, nice push in by Servo there.
That was good push. Good use of orb. Good use of orb. 4 frag deficit after the first quad dropped.
It was only the beginning, and this map is one of those maps that could go either way.
Into the point now where the teams that are doing a better job communicating with each other are really starting to shine through here. XCloudX and XBio, I mean, it's just by pure coincidence their names go together so well, but they have been doing a good job communicating with each other so far. Both teams actually, I mean, both teams were quickly jockeying for positioning on the quad there, so it's definitely not like they're operating in a vacuum. They're working together as teammates here properly.
Oh, nice.
Orbed into by Cloud. Love seeing that. Love seeing a good shove.
Man, if the orb was back how it used to be.
3 to 4 frag lead still maintained here for Entity and Servo. As it stood basically after the quad drops, 15 seconds until protection. Team should start to jockey for position of
About
that.
to get the rail, can't really land it though.
At the moment, Bio is the one that has the positioning. Yeah, and I don't think that Servo and Entity are going to be able to get over here for it. They're not.
Cloud-
So it's
no,
gonna
Cloud
be
took
right
it.
side. Yep, Bio and Cloud are going to be carrying the protection here. And Entity Servo are doing a really, really good job of just staying the hell away from Cloud. Cloud hasn't even seen anyone yet. There we go. Finally gets sight of Servo. Lays a little bit of LG damage on, but can he finish the frag up?
Oh, try to go for the orb again. But Bio finishes up with the rail. Ozen TV, thanks for the follow.
All tied up yet once again. So controlling that protection was enough for Entity Servo to even the odds here.
Looks like for blue team,
Slowly
looks like
approaching the
Entity's
5-minute mark.
pushing a little bit
Nope.
harder. Eight kills for him. Servo with 3.
Low frag counts here. Low frag counts here, I think, for this time in. So we're probably going to hit time limit instead of frag limit. Cloud and Bio managed to get the hell out of there alive somehow. Both of them were critically low on stack. Servo was still up after Entity went down, but not in a position to push forward and make any use of it. That jump pad is going to be regretted, I think, by Servo. Yep,
Nice.
It exploded, and oh my god, Cloud turns around and finds Entity 2 in the process. Quad's not
Entity's
back
like,
for
are
40
you
seconds,
kidding
so-
me with that?
Yeah, that was... Cloud wasn't incredibly healthy on stack, but was really patient with the rockets there. Wasn't just holding down left click and firing rockets as fast as possible. Held those rockets back, kept the optionality, did a great job staying calm under pressure, getting both frags, and then scoring another nice one with some cool calm railgun work from far away.
It's taking me now.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury says under pressure.
Stopwatch.
And also having timing on Mega as a result, and that little bit of a rally there from Cloud manages to pull them a good 8 frags ahead at the moment, 7 frags ahead at the moment, with the quad coming up. Look at Cloud going through the portal and zoning out the other side of that portal.
Enemy has the quad.
Oh, but it wasn't good enough though.
Yeah, they go for the quad
Somehow-
here.
Yeah, Entity still managed to get the quad there. Cloud was doing a
23
great
health.
job of zoning that area out. Oh, there we go. Bio with the cleanup.
Thank you for the follow, KZX777.
Oh, wow. And now the deficit really starts to mount. We're looking at a 9 frag deficit. Bio's got plenty of quad to work with here.
Trying to find
Maybe we'll
somebody
find
with
one.
it.
Should be able to wrap this frag up with or without the quad. There we go. Does clean it up. Manages to take a 10 frag lead. This isn't the last match on lowers. We still have Dramas and Machine will square off against the winner of this round in lowers before we will go to grand final. Of course, it is Taylor Beef and Genic who are the grand finalists in the upper bracket at the moment.
Yeah, I think actually we've always seen that this is the kind of classic 2v2 we see. One team reaches about the 20 frag limit or 20 frag mark, and that's when you kind of start seeing the pull away.
Entity and Servo were up their position. I actually had to check and make sure
Nice.
that protection wasn't coming back anytime soon because those two were, there we go, and they got 2 frags for it too. They had the Mega Health room, Mega Health and Power Up rooms on lock. And Cloud and Bio kind of walked into that room individually and both managed to get themselves fragged.
Oh, nice combo
Combo
kill.
there from Entity, I like that. And they're starting to chip back away at this lead. They were at a 10 frag deficit, now only at a 4 frag deficit. We've got 20 seconds until protection. There's a decent chance here that if Entity and Servo can keep this Mega Health room locked down and keep control of the power-ups as they spawn, they might be in a decent position here. They have to make sure...
Nice.
Cloud
Oh,
and
and
Bio
thank you for
don't
the
work
follow,
their way in
Creamy
here.
Oreo McFlurry. That's a good name. Good name.
And there it is. Servo
Oh,
managed to
looks
get
like,
hold of the
Server
protection.
gets it. Well, only 35 health though. They'll live away
Yeah,
with
you
that.
know, once again, it was so awkward because Cloud and Bio, I think, actually had the superior positioning as protection spawned, but Servo and Entity just bullied their way in there and took it away. And well, hey, if it works, it works. Second time we've seen that happen, though. The
Wow,
last
they've been
quad,
kind of
I
stuck on
would've argued the same
25 for a
thing.
while now, have they not?
Yeah, they have been. They haven't been able to move on ahead here. So Servo didn't do a whole lot of work with that protection. It's only a 3 deficit frag now. They were down by 10 before. Most of that work they did catching up without the use of protection or quad. So good fundamental play here, grinding their way back.
Well, this next quad could be what really tips the balance.
Yeah, I would say that we haven't really seen a clean power-up go to Entity or Servo. They've gotten them. We haven't seen any really solid quad runs, though. I think the most that we've seen is maybe 3 frags off it, which isn't bad. I mean, that's a good quad run, especially on a map like Blood Covenant, but we haven't seen any dominating use of power-ups yet.
Saving the best for last.
It'll be 23 to 28. 5 frag deficit here. xCloud X and xBio on the red side. Managing to maintain their lead here against Cloud and Entity, but it's still anybody's match at this point.
We still got plenty of time here, so I think you're right. Well, I don't know. They could possibly get to the frag limit if we see a good quad run from one team or the other.
Yeah, we could. I wasn't expecting it. I was originally expecting that we were going to go to time here, but frags are
Incoming quad.
coming a little bit more rapidly as we go here. Let's see how these teams choose to position themselves for this quad spawn in. Cloud is over near Rocket. Entity and Servo are right on the spawn. There we go. It looks like, again, Bio and Cloud are in position for this, and they're going to get it here.
Oh,
There's
nice.
good teamwork there. Bio self-frags, passes it off to Cloud. I like that, but Cloud can't find the Rocket. Smartly doesn't go up the jump pad there. Didn't want to risk losing the quad in an isolated position. Good heads-up play by Cloud, who's going to continue this quad run. Picks up the heavy, has good stack, and still has about a third of the timer left on the quad, so plenty of time to do some work here if he can spot somebody out.
5-minute warning.
Is he going to be able to find Servo here? He's really trying to. Servo goes up the jump pad, I think. Nope. Up the jump pad, over the edge. Cloud not completely shut out on that quad run, but they needed more than that. They're still at a 7 frag deficit despite having controlled the quad there.
That's 5 minutes to go, but so it could be anybody's game here. Oh, nice rocket jump.
Yeah, the teamwork on Cloud and Bio are doing a great job. They're getting Servo and caught in crossfires a lot, so like when they're getting caught out as individuals, they're having to fight 1v1, but there's a lot more 2-on-1 opportunities that are being generated by Cloud and Bio than Server and Entity are managing to find. What's funny about this too is I actually think Entity's combat skills could possibly be better than Bio's, which is crazy commentary because Bio's pretty badass, but I really think it's more the fact that Bio is getting them caught in crossfire more often.
And there it is again. Well, blue team's more kind of close together. 15 for N7. Called him N7. That's the name I like. And then 13 for Servo. Whereas xCloudX is at 20, Bio's at 16.
2v2 is interesting because teams tend to get sort of a comfortable lead and then get a little bit complacent here and stop pulling away, but then again we see another 10 frag deficit there. Entity and Servo have managed to close that to, what was it, a 2 frag lead, I think was as tight as we've seen it in a little while, but that lead widened back out again to now it's an 8 frag lead. Servo does have the protection and is going to have to do some hard work with it here. Servo desperately looking for frags at this point, but not really able to find much.
We will make it to the next quad run, so that could, if blue team can secure it, get about 4 or 5 frags with it, they could
Servo
come back.
The Bio just trying to get out of there. I mean, the thing about it too is like, yeah, Bio went down there, but he wasted so much of that protection time in the process. So Servo got the frag, but
yeah,
it just kept him occupied for so long.
Over a minute to go to the next quad comes. I think blue team is trying to focus on keeping this frag deficit under control.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be very, very careful with how they play this next quad coming up. Based on the mega health time, you should have a mega that comes up just before the quad does. So I think that if Servo and Entity do a decent job of locking down possibly mega a little bit early, get mega, and then push into where quad is, that's going to be their best bet here. And yeah, it's going to be maybe 15 seconds before the quad, so they're going to have to lock that room down a little bit early. I also want to see somebody controlling Narnia, controlling the lower portal underneath.
I think this is the
where
most
quad will spawn in at.
Most orbs we've seen tonight. We've seen so many orbs here.
Orbs flying everywhere.
And BioCloud just needs 10 more frags to finish this up.
Both teams are going to rotate their way over toward. There we go. Entity actually grabbed. Entity managed to grab the Mega and get a frag on Bio. So Entity is set up actually was set up around the portal. Going to restock
7
on
seconds
Rocket.
here.
And this quad is going to be absolutely critical. Blue team, Entity, and Servo need this quad. Pop ability. It does manage to get it. Oh no! But self damage with the rocket. Oh man, super unfortunate. That's gonna go to Cloud. Oh, I thought Cloud was gonna go down there. Servo pushed it. Cloud had 10 health left, but got bailed out by the mega health. And they're gonna be able to run away with this. There's 1 minute left. 9 frag deficit, making a 10 frag deficit.
Yeah, I think that one rocket is gonna be the end of it for them right here.
There was a chance, right? There was a chance that they could have controlled that quad cleanly, but Entity unfortunately misplayed on the rocket a little bit. Quad damage is nice, but not when you're eating your own rocket.
And thanks for the follow with face crime.
Stopwatch.
With 40 seconds left and a 10 frag deficit to make up, I don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to have xCloudX and Bio are going to advance to face off against Machine and Dramas, and we're going back to Blood Run for that round.
That makes you wonder. There it is.
You win.
Now I'm sure blue team were just disappointed in that at the end.
Good brawl though. Yeah, I mean, they were somewhere between a 2 and a 10 frag deficit at any given time. Throughout the middle of that match, they did manage to pull it back. where they were able to hold on to only being at a 2 to 4 frag deficit. So there was good back and forth there, but really the quad at the end was the nail in the coffin. I think if they could have picked up maybe 3 or 4 frags at that quad, which would have been a really good quad run on a map like Blood Run, but very possible, it would have been a little bit more competitive there at the end. But they let the quad get away from them, and that's that. So Servo and Entity, GG's. They'll have to prop their feet up, open a beer, and call it a night.
I thought you were. Well, folks, again, I've just been a terrible person. I forgot to chop bets again, so nobody's taking advantage of it. So, oh well, I'm trying to give out some free blood money tonight, I guess.
just giving it out.
Just giving it out. Just giving it away. I don't need it. I'll throw you over really real quick so I can get the next one going. We got BioCloud still staying in, so I need to move dudes. Change dramas. We all have our off nights, just like when we play Quake. Some days we're good, some days we're not. This happens.
Every day's an off day for me. Every day's an off day for me. Going back to Blood Run, aren't we? Indeed.
And there's your bets for BioCloud versus Machine Dramas. And I'm looking forward to see if the Machine Dramas team, if they pick one of them picks more of a like a Visor or a Galena or anything like that, more utility champ this go around.
On Blood Run, I think that Machine's gonna stay with Doom. Dramas on Blood Run, maybe you could see a Galena, maybe. All right, we got Machine in here. We just need a Dramas now, and we're good to go.
And also, if you're Genic and Tellus, you get to pick the first map in the grand finals. Do you just pick Blood Run again since you beat them the first time? If Machine and Dramas make it past these guys,
I feel like you pick Awoken because I think that Genic loves playing shit on Awoken.
Only time will tell. If we just get Dramas in here, Mr. Dramas. Okay, we got to take a pee. Oh, he's back. Watching a stream. I was doing a little stream lurk.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let me send out a little event reminder for your Shub Cup tomorrow. So if you want to play play Shub Cup tomorrow, there's the sign up form. Mondays will be Quake Angels Quake Cafe. She's doing the King of the Hill. For Plague Shub Cup, you got to be 2,000 SR or below. It's about a mid diamond below kind of area.
Hang on one sec, doing a little admin flex in here.
Oh, beast! I'll be right back. 1 minute. Exactly 1 minute. Everybody start your watches now. Count him down to the T.
Cool. Yep. Tomorrow afternoon we got Shub Cup coming up. So Shub Cup Sundays over on my home channel, over on the PlagueTV channel. It's going to be a North American duel bracket for people that are SR 2000 or under. So like Festivus, it's a tournament for the rest of us. So if you're trying to get a little bit of duel experience, but you're not super fantastic, wonderful in duel yet, but you want to go have a little friendly tournament action, similar to Diamonds in the Rough that happens on State of Quake, we'll be doing something similar with Shub Cup. A little bit different though, where match wins score you a point towards Shub Cup, which is going to operate in seasons. So you don't have to win the full bracket every single night to win Shub Cup, but any match that you win will score you a point towards Shub Cup, and then points accumulate throughout the course of a whole season. We're going to try to do it reoccurring on Mondays, 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's what we got going on. We launched on Easter because we're a bunch of filthy heathens, but if you click the link that just got dropped in chat there, enter yourself in Shub Cup. We'd love to have you. I'll be casting it, as well as Chompadash will be casting and doing admin work, as well as my own mod, Fluid Logic, will be doing the admin work for that. So pumped about it.
Dramas, jackass. Y'all got matchmaking penalties because the Dramas left his game. Banned. Yeah, don't forget to tell me who your guest caster is. Chompadash.
Chomp, she in there. She did some logo work for us too. She's been working hard. Doing a lot of dueling, a lot of Kovacs, grinding away. I think we're ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready as I ever will be.
Cool. Let's do this thing. Back to Blood Run we go. This is the last lower bracket round. So the loser of this goes home, calls it a night. Winner of this goes back into the upper bracket to square off against Tails Beef and Genik. Of course, Tails Beef and Genik has a little bit of an advantage. It's a double elimination tournament, so the lower bracket winner has to beat the upper bracket winner twice effectively. Upper bracket only has to win one match, but we're not quite there yet. We still have to get through this little bit of a brawl on Blood Run. We've got Machine and Dramas squaring off against xCloud X and xBio. We've watched these guys play a couple of times tonight. The biggest problems for Dramas Machine is that Machine, I think, just has a little bit of a hard time keeping up with Dramas. And as we watched them on Blood Run last time, there were a few times that Machine had the power-up items when it might have been better off for Machine to self-frag and pass the power-up to Dramas. So hopefully they've gotten a little bit better coordinated on that. xBioX have just been doing a really good job communicating and working well together. And that's been carrying the day for them thus far.
Prepare your team.
Down. That's pretty low.
Looks like I'm on xCloud X.
Round begins in.
Speaking of logo stuff, I'm hoping to hear back from our guy this early next week. Our official logo done. Ready to see what it looks like.
We trade frag right away. Let's take a look at the champ selection that we have. We've got Dramas on
Galena. You called it,
Machine on Ison. Yeah, there we go. I figured we might see something a little bit different happen. I like Machine on Ison as well. I think that's a really good pick for Machine because you can use that turret in the zone and do a little bit of ancillary work. Possibly back up Dramas a little bit more with the turret being out there.
Yeah, I think if I was Dramas and Machine playing this map, I would be doing some new things. Hopefully to get if I have to go against Genik again in this map, change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's good that they changed it up, and I think it's good they leaned into the utility a little bit here. I think that, especially again, the Ison I think is a smart move for Machine. Machine a little bit outgunned in terms of skill gap, but having the turret out there putting a little bit more damage on the field and an annoying element for your opponent to deal with isn't a bad idea in that case. But man, Drama's just cleaning people up with the LG right now.
And I like the Death Knight thing as well. Well, for one, you know, he does really good damage, and since it's tick damage, your partner can also track him and tell your partner that hey, he's going this way. Looks like a visor, but does damage.
Teams are tied.
Little Intel DPS. Oh yeah, I'm glad you like the work, man. How you doing? Quad is up, but it's going to beat Dramas on the quad. And this is exactly what Machine and Dramas needed to do. They needed to make sure that Dramas was in position for it. And they managed to pull it off. Flame Strike does not connect, so Dramas is going to get away from this cleanly, looking healthy on stack. He's going to be able to track down Cloud and Bio. Should push into this and chase. He's going to try to find one. Has a totem in the back pocket for healing. Should find two. Good quad run so far. 5 frags up for Dramas and Machine. I thought that xCloud X and Bio were going to run away with this thing, but at least so far, not the case. Dramas and Machine looking much better coordinated this time around on Blood Run.
Yeah, I think they learned from the last match. Said, okay, yeah, this is what we need to do differently. They really have the advantage over BioCloud, I think, coming into this round. Oh, nice, Roger Dramas. Perfectly placed.
Oh wow, look at the telefrag too. Dramas, I think, really wanted the telefrag there. Got the frag anyway, but was looking for possibly some style points there. One thing that Dramas is not doing is that he's not really concealing the position of the totems. He's kind of popping them and using them for stack when needed, but not really trying to hide
that works.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Stay down. You disgrace
There we go though. Cloud Bio are going to slowly grind their way back here, I think. Dramas and Machine are going to need every single one of the power-ups in order to hold on to this lead, because you can tell that Cloud and Bio are already starting to chip away at their lead again, 14-10.
Yeah, I think what's going to really hurt for Machine though, is Machine's not used to playing Eisen, and he's not used to good turret placement. That could be a bad thing for him. So I do look for Machine probably switching off of Eisen if he's not comfortable with him.
Could be the case.
Protection
Though they're in the
spawn.
lead right now. Protection is up. It's going to go to Dramas again, and there we go. Both players were in position for it, but again, Machine taking kind of the back seat to it. It looks like Dramas going to go down here. Can he get to... No, the health bubbles.
Oh, there he
we
is.
go.
Right on time.
Yep. Didn't have a whole lot left to offer there. He's going to manage to stay alive. There we go. Stack's looking a lot healthier now with their protection, and Dramas is going to be able to continue this run. Still holding on to a 5-frag lead, though. Machine doing a better job of holding their own this time as well.
Yeah, Dramas, you ought to know you can throw some tri-bolt over that way and get killed by it.
Yeah, right. Dramas ate an exceptional amount of friggin' tribal BBQ from Genic earlier.
And I know that play didn't really work out, but I like that's how you can use Death Knight to your advantage. Try to block off an area. I mean, obviously it didn't work there, but still.
Right, yeah. Ever since the winter patches, right, it became a much more of a zoning tool and a zoning element, which is completely valid. Man, Cloud and Bio coordinated that push. One rocket jumped up and one came up from the kind of banana hallway there, and that earned them frags. But they both pushed in at the same time. That was absolutely a communicated push, and quite a nice one at that.
I will not grant you that
As they grind their way back, only a 4-frag deficit at this point.
Mega's coming up. Dramas can be able to hold it up. Nope.
No, can't do it. Cloud didn't get away with it either, though. Machine bailing himself out with the Mega. Picking up a frag
nice
there,
trap for Bio. But he gets killed.
Okay, alright, Machine. Machine is showing up. By the way, Machine has 5 frags and Bio only has 8 frags. So Machine doing a much better job of hanging on to this match with Ison this time. Both teams should be positioning for quad here right now. Cloud and Bio have control of the room early, but maybe too early as Dramas spams down Bio with a shotgun. Quad up in 3 seconds now. Oh, but Dramas went down. Machine might be in trouble here.
Cloud steals it with the orb.
Critical work there. Cloud managed to find a rail angle on Dramas and just deleted him maybe a couple of seconds after the quad came up. Unfortunate for Dramas. And now Cloud and Bio have an opportunity to come back. Still a 4-frag lead, though, for Dramas and Machine. They're not going to give it up easily.
20 feet tall.
There we go. Cloud managing to finally get some work done with the quad.
Well, 2 frags. Well, I guess that's better than nothing, but really need a little bit more out of that. But it looks like as of right now they're just trading frags and having the lead.
A little bit. Yeah, there's kind of frag trading in neutral spaces hanging on here. I do still think that Bio and Cloud are coordinating a little bit better. But Machine is just doing a better job of putting some kills on the board when they count and not getting caught out. Like right there, Machine appeared to get caught out, but Dramas was able to trade it. So, I mean, no ground gain, no ground loss.
Still takes out Cloud even though he grabbed the Mega. The story here, yeah.
There we go.
Machine's still only at 5, but Dramas is up 25, so he's picking it up.
Dramas on the hard carry there. Meeting Cloud's rocket in swift order. One thing that I have noticed is that Dramas and Machine, particularly Machine, seems to be positioned for the Mega Health more often. As I said, the Mega Health was kind of left out in the open there for quite a while.
Stopwatch. Can't
protection on the way now.
Protection.
Players,
Be healed.
yep, should jockey for position of it. Cloud and Bio have done a really good job of stealing these power-ups. It'll appear as though Dramus and Machine are in solid position for it, but somehow Cloud and Bio managed to break their way in.
Dramus had a big stack, but he gets knocked down to only 44 health.
Zoned out by the fire there.
Bio takes it.
Bio did a really great job of using the flame strike there. Dramus was low after having fought with Cloud, so couldn't push into Bio. Bio threw the flame strike down kind of in front of their route to get to the protection, and it allowed Bio to get the protection and go down.
Alright, Bio committed suicide, I think, to drop the protection for his teammate, but his teammate was now picking it up. That was kind of a risk there, because somebody took Cloud a few seconds to pick it up.
With an awkward pass. Gonna be able to pick up another kill on Dramus? No! Dramus will swat him out of the air.
Yeah, that's one thing you gotta really watch out for. If you plan on passing that power up, make sure your teammate is there on top of you to take it. You know how Quake is, it just takes that one split second, and that power up's gone.
It's a 5 frag deficit right now. Dramus and Machine can't seem to pull away any more of that, but Cloud and Bio can't seem to catch up either. I feel like this quad is going to be super critical. If Bio and Cloud grab this quad, I think they have a chance of pulling this off. If they don't, I don't think that they're going to be able to get back in.
Yeah, that's what I said. I feel like they're just kind of trading at this point because they're not really gaining, but also Dramus and Machine is not really pulling away either. It's just kind of staying neutral.
Yeah, I mean, XCloud do a better job of staying together and doing coordinated pushes, which allows them to occasionally pick up a frag or two and kind of walk their way back up. But they haven't really had clean control of any of the power-ups, right? So even though they're doing better in these neutral periods, where it's sort of trade frags and fighting as we wait for the next power-up to come up, it's not enough to make up for the fact that they haven't gotten a clean control of a protection or a clean control of a quad yet. But speaking of the quad, it's 5 seconds and Cloud's in position for it.
Back to the follow red space. And looks like red team's gonna take this.
Yep, they should, absolutely.
And Bio has the quad. There's one kill.
He's gonna find Machine right away. That's exactly what they needed. 1 frag deficit now.
Hunt down Dramas possibly? No.
Bio, a little bit of an awkward position here. Did call out the position for his teammate. Bio's taking way too long to find these frags, though, unfortunately. Does find Machine. Only got, there we go, made it 3.
One frag different now.
Lead. Ill-advised push for Dramus to make there. I'm not sure why Dramus felt the need to push into Bio. Dramus had to realize the quad didn't have that much time on it. Could have just backed out of there and would have expired the quad, but chose to push in and gave away a frag. And now it's Bio and Cloud in the lead by 1.
Thank you for the follow the screen.
In the lead by 2. Quad was absolutely critical. Dramus is low on stack and can't do anything here. Waiting for
those 2
health
bubbles. There we
to come
go.
back.
This is the point where Machine and Dramas need to be put together.
Traded it, but the trades aren't good enough anymore. Oh, Machine finds a kill against Cloud, though.
Nice. That could be
Let's
the difference.
pull back up. Only 1 frag now spreads the teams. I don't think we're going to get to that. Maybe we'll get to that trot. Possible that we don't. It depends what happens in this long corridor here. Bio finds the frag, pulling away, making the deficit that much worse. Machine not getting caught out, though. It was actually Dramus that got caught out downstairs. Ooh, he answers it, though, finding Bio with the rocket.
2 frag
Bio
difference
tries to
here.
work his way up.
Machine's still kind of stuck out there by himself, though. It's not where he wants to be. Oh, suicide is shit.
We're falling behind.
And Machine cleaned up Bio and Cloud there, though. Machine critical kills using the shotgun to get Bio and Cloud. 1 frag lead for Bio and Cloud at this point. Protection's going to be up. Dramus is in position for it. Dramus hold this spot.
Nice.
Does
There it is.
gets
One
the prot.
frag.
Frags are
Tied
tied.
up.
Left. 4 frags left till frag limit for both teams. Dramus has protection.
Wait, use that tripod to push him off.
Machine
another
was
kill.
Machine. No, Dramus got it, but Machine laid a lot of damage on. Dramus needs another frag here.
Bio's doing everything he can to push Dramus away.
Machine's gonna get caught. Machine got caught out though, so it's tied. Machine got caught out by Cloud's orb. The protection's gonna expire here. 3 frags away. Dramus couldn't do enough work, and Dramus low, didn't get comboed out there. Desperately trying to stay alive. Machine has to be really careful here to not get caught out. Bio and Cloud are pushing
Machine needs
together
to back
though.
up,
And they're
back
pushing.
out.
Yeah. Bio and Cloud are pushing together against Machine there.
Yeah, Machine.
They
That's
lost
good.
the lead. They did eventually hunt down Machine. I've got to hand it to Machine though. Machine had critical kills against them.
Oh, tied up
Another
again.
one.
5 seconds to Mega. Don't know if Drama knows the timing.
Those health bubbles are going to bail them out too. Drama should get this frag. Does against
Oh my god,
X-Bio.
one more frag and this could be it.
Can Machine finish it up? I would love to see Machine finish this up.
There it is.
Oh, there we
Dramas
go.
gets
Dramas
it.
does it. It was xCloud. xCloud X was making a move for the Mega Health on low stack, was railable. Dramas managed to find the rail angle as xCloud X went for the Mega and cleaned it up. But I have to hand it to Machine here.
Yeah,
Machine had, in the last minute of that round, Machine with the super shotgun fragged both xBio and Cloud. I don't think either of them expected it. And that absolutely put them in position to win that thing. They were down by maybe 4 to 5 frags that whole freaking match until the end of it there, when the positions changed and then switched back. Dramas on that carry. Damn, son. BioCloud gets sent home for the night. Good match, though. Good brawl.
Good match. I was giving away some more free blood money. Here I am talking about giving it away. I'm still not correcting my mistakes. So I guess I'm just I'm in a generous mood, man. It's Easter. It's 420. I'm just trying to give it out. I'm trying to pass out the love here. Let's gonna bring back Genic Beef.
Yeah, we got to bring them
versus
back.
Gene
How are
Dramas.
map selections working here?
Winner gets the first map pick since they haven't lost yet, so winner will get that one first. Like I said, this will be a best of one, so basically if Genic, Tellus Beef, if they win this one map, it's over. If Drama's Machine wins it, we'll just do another best of one reset, since Genic and Beef have not lost yet. We'll run it that way.
All right.
Yeah,
so
Bob, that was
upper bracket.
good game, man. GG's. That was come down to the last frag, man. That was great. Good game, good game. Hey, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see which map Genic Beef picks.
I'm assuming we're going to play this on Central because Genic's out west.
I'm such trash. No, Machine Man is. He did improve from the last round. I think last time he played, he had like what 5-6 kills in Blood Run against Genic, and this time he pulls it out against 14. He had 14 kills, so I mean it's improved. That's what the Blind Date's all about, though. It's all about having fun. I mean, we are throwing some money out there for the community. So, you know, that's our way of giving back. I mean, we do a little bit of a donation to it, but it's mostly crowdfunded from the community. So I like to thank you, community, for making it possible for us to host these cash prize events.
Is it lower or upper pick? You said upper pick?
Upper picks, yep.
Upper picks, okay.
Since we're not giving them a map advantage this go around in this event, we're letting them have. Oh, they're going Blood Run. So Blood Run 3 times in a row. I had a feeling that's what was going to happen. Correct. Next week will be Diamonds in the Rough next week. So I will probably post out signups tomorrow or Monday. Follow us on Twitter or join our Discord. That's usually where they'll get posted at first. And for our event, that is going to be for Gold 5 duelers and below. Lowers will pick the next map after this one, Plague, but that's cool. I got you, sir. I got you.
What's that? Oh yeah, that's what I told him. That's what I said to him, I think. Blood run, blood run, blood run, and blood run. Well, this could be it. So the way this is played, you can describe it in two different ways. You can describe it as best of 1 with a bracket reset, or you can describe it as best of 3 where upper bracket has the map advantage. But either way you decide to describe it, if GeneK and Tailless Beef win here on Blood Run, it's all over. They will be the 2v2 champions. If
I'm trying.
Dramus managed to win, we're going to go and have to play 2 matches. So it's a double elimination. GeneK and Tailless Beef haven't lost yet, so they have to lose twice to be knocked out here. Machine and Dramus are fighting out of the lower bracket, meaning they've lost once, so they must hang on and be able to win 2 in a row here. Once again, thanks everybody. Welcome to State of Quake. As Slip was saying a little bit ago, crowd-funded prize pool here. The voice you hear now is the voice of PlagueTV. I'm glad that I get to cast here with the State of Quake crew. Thank you, Slip, for having me here yet once again. And thanks for DRon, who hasn't spoken to us in a while, because I think he's probably sick of us at this point. But DRon doing the admin work in the background.
2, 1.
Keeping the brackets running smooth.
Hold the mega away from Dramus. But yeah, I'm working on that, man. I really want to do something with CTF for the NA, so I'm working on it. Hopefully before QuakeCon. I'm going to try to get done before QuakeCon. We'll see. GeneK showing up again here.
Yeah, GeneK on a tear. GeneK on a tear so far. Putting 3 frags on the board for GeneK Tailless at this point. Dramus and Machine trying to hold on. Thus far he's been picking on Dramus. And GeneK, perfect timing, getting the stopwatch on the heavy off the rocket jump. Needs those health bubbles though. That was weird positioning from GeneK. I don't know why he decided to strafe away from the health bubbles. Maybe he was worried he was going to get rocketed and be too predictable, but absolute confidence in his own LG work there. Frags Machine, and now 6 frags. 6 frags Theme Park on the board for GeneK. Oh, it's finally Dramus.
Finally, get 1 on the board. GeneK's here to play. He's here to win.
Oh my god. No, not the tri-bolt again from GeneK. You got a tri-bolt kill against Machine. It hurt me. Well, let's see how the quad positioning works out. 5 seconds for the quad. GeneK went down there, so Tailless actually left out.
Oh no!
No, it's Machine has at the moment. Oh, Machine! Yeah,
right, there it
both
is. He's
actually.
got 30. Then we got 30 health. Yep. He should have dropped it for Dramus.
Yeah, but not bad though. Machine did get 2 frags with it there, so let's see if Tailless can answer those 2 frags. There we go, gets 1.
Quad, or...
Yeah, don't see that too often. We find the railgun and will against Dramus. Dramus had GeneK sneaking up on him from behind there, so he was dead on arrival no matter what he did, but Tailless did manage to get that with the quad. And thus far, it's looking like GeneK pushed us onto Blood Run for a reason here. I mean, Dramus has 3 kills and Machine has 2 so far, so that 5 frags that you see on the blue side is pretty evenly split between Dramus and Machine at this point. Heavy back up here. GeneK, I'm not sure. There's GeneK. GeneK is down below at the moment. Tailless pushing Dramus off of Heavy and claiming it for himself.
Yeah, I think he picked it for a reason. I mean, they dominated him the last time they played Blood Run, so
look at the positioning of Tailless and GeneK right now. Like, they're just kind of hopping around together. They control the area near Tribal together, and they decide to move down toward Mega together. I also find that they go through the lower, or the portal closer to Mega Health, or under Rocket rather, together a lot. They go through that portal at the same time, paired up often, and I really love that because it's a great push point. Let's see here, Tailless going to go through it alone this time. Looks like it.
Well, if 2v2 thing was a rank, you know, Tailless Beef and GeneK could probably go far in 2v2 rank.
You can surprise people by coming through portals on this map. I would imagine you'd be able to do it on Veil too, but I think the positioning of the portal exit, particularly the portal under Rocket, is super confusing to have both teammates jump out of that one time. And oh man, Tails is just absolutely trying to disrespect Machine here. Machine shows him why that's a bad idea, and Machine's turret actually got a frag against GeneK there as well. And that Machine has more frags on the board than Dramas right now.
Dramas, come on, man. I think Dramas is just, maybe he's just blood runned out.
Could be. This is the third time in a row that had to play on Blood Run, but Machine's like, you know what? Loosened up. Not nervous anymore. I'm just trying to have fun tonight. That's the point of all of it. We're going to go toe-to-toe with GeneK there. I like it. I respect it, Machine. It didn't work out, but I'll respect that.
That slap says Machine was sleeping the last game. Now he's awake. He's awoken.
GeneK's tribal, man. He hit like 6 of the tribal little.
Oh, God, nice.
Wow! Come on with the rocket. Like, he's the only person that I've seen proficiently do freaking tribal to rail combos, like on a regular basis. Like, forget rocket to rail. GeneK out here with the tribal to rail combination.
Well, to be fair, I mean, blue team's only down by seven, so I mean, they can still make a comeback here. Make that 8. I mean, 6, or 6, not 8. 6.
Clearing totem.
Who says you need to do math in Quake?
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting because that 6 frag lead happened at the very beginning of the match. GeneK had 6 unanswered frags within the first like minute and a half, and now we're still sitting at that 6 frag deficit. GeneK and Talus are really early towards setting up for this quad, but I don't hate that, especially since they're in the lead right now. They don't want to give the quad up. And now we're going to watch Machine and Dramas try to work in here.
GeneK's going to get the quad here. Nice using the tribal to keep him out. Dramas is going to try to push in, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Machine was a little bit late there. Dramas was pushing in, and Machine was a little bit out of position, was maybe too far away from his teammate there. They pushed into the quad room as individuals, as opposed to pushing in together, and GeneK was just absolutely able to clean them both up.
Machine didn't even see the rail coming. Dramas lost the quad, but is it going to be enough to bring it back?
GeneK thinks twice about walking down toward Rocket. And actually, GeneK popped vision there. That's how GeneK knew that Dramas was down there, and instead of walking down toward Rocket and getting melted by Dramas' quad-infused LG, chose to back off.
Lots of LG. Only 5 frag difference here. Dramas looks like, okay, now he's on the scoreboard. 9. Machine 6.
Yeah, the teams are looking a little bit better, and then Machine actually still has more frags than Talus at the moment, so Machine's showing up on Blood Run. Showing up when it counts in the grand final.
Yep. Now we just need Dramas to get back to his old self, and we might have us a good game here. Oh, a little bit of lag. Happens.
Oh, again, dude. Again, same rocket placement. Frags Dramas again as he comes around that corner. GeneK did that back-to-back times. I don't even think that GeneK popped vision to do that. I'm looking at the visor cooldown. I don't think that vision was active when GeneK threw that rocket out there.
GeneK's just got those heat-seeking rockets. I just know where to go.
All right. Now the roles have reversed a little bit, where we've got Dramas and Machine in position early for the prod. GeneK's going to try to go break this party up.
He did take some Dramas, but the Machine gets to
clean him up, though. And Machine doing a good job trying to hold ground here. Can Machine hold on long enough?
Yeah. Long enough for Dramas to come back, though. Can Dramas get the protection? Yes, he does. He's kind of weak. 28 health out of that fight.
Health bubbles to bail him out. With the prot, that's plenty of stack to do some damage.
Let's see if he can get something up with his protection here.
Doesn't have the railgun. Does have overstacked totems, though. This is something that Dramas was not doing the last time that we saw Dramas on Blood Run, is that the totems are much better hidden this time. The last time we watched Dramas, the totems were just kind of being popped for a little bit of edge in fights here and there, but they were being left out in the open, and now it seems like Dramas has these totems kind of tucked in corners and hidden around the map, so overstacked totems for Dramas and Machine at the moment. Now only a 3 frag deficit between the two teams. GeneK can't pull away here. I was really thinking that GeneK was going to go on a tear and start to slowly pull and grind away, but Dramas and Machine are hanging in this thing.
Liking it. I like to see. I guess to wait for like 2 seconds. Someone's calling me. And it's an emergency. 1 second.
Still 3 frag deficit here again. Machine and Talus. Machine and Talus, actually, neither one of them has gotten a frag in a while. They've been sitting at 8 and 6 frags for quite some time here. Machine, though. I think Machine has more frags in the first 10 minutes of this match than he had the entire duration of the last match that we watched Machine on Blood Run. So, showing up again, Dramas finds Genic with a little bit of rocket spam. Let's see where we are in the quad. We've got 20 seconds to the quad. Both teams are trying to prepare themselves for positioning. Genic is there, but doesn't have the stack to stay in.
Back, one gap. Right gap. Nice.
Yeah, it's closed in quite a bit. Closed in quite a bit with the quad on the way up. Genic is standing on the quad spawn though, and no one is going to be there to challenge him.
Flat the orbs. And uses that vision at just the right time.
Just ignoring the turret. Doesn't. Oh!
Machine trying to hide in the corner. Be sneaky. Can't do that against a visor though. Visor's gonna tell you
work
there.
against anyone but a visor. I think the tip of his rocket launcher was peeked out around that corner as well, and Genic was like, hello? But Genic really only got, what, 2 frags on that? Look at the deficit. I mean, Genic and Talus are only up by 2 frags here at the 10-minute mark, so we could end up actually seeing this go to time, but I've said that a few times and I've been wrong about it.
Popping that rock sight just at the right time, every time.
Man, just so much damage. Just can't seem to find the final rail to finish off Dramas. Dramas was railable there. Genic couldn't connect on it. He's forced to back off. He's actually coming up here to try to grab the heavy armor, but he's failed his own rocket
nice
jump.
rail.
Wow. He's like, no, sir, that's my heavy.
That's right.
And here
60% of the time, it works every time.
Here they are grouped up against, or grouped up with a portal together. So you had Genic and Talus again next to a portal exit, just kind of waiting for each other. I like that because they're paired up, they're protecting each other, and then they have that escape route where they can run through the portal together and get the hell out of a bad situation. So I like that play in 2v2 on this map.
Looks like Telos and Machine are both tied at 8 kills apiece. So this could come down to who can outperform who, Genic versus Dramas. It could be the tail of the tape there.
Let's see, 1 frag lead for Dramas
Teams are tied.
and Talus at this point.
Team's tied.
Now tied up, actually. Protection in 10 seconds. Dramas and Machine have the superior positioning for it at the moment.
I really hope we see this go down to the next one.
Talus is going to orb in. Talus is going to orb in with almost perfect timing, and he's going to steal it away.
Your team has the protection.
Man, that Ranger Visor combo. You know, I like the high utility combo that you see in Galena and Ison on for Dramas and Machine, but at the same time, the fact that Genic can pop vision, call the shots, and Talus can do things like that, can orb in and steal a quad or can steal a protection just like we saw, that's a pretty powerful combination.
Yeah, I mean, even Machine at this point could go like for DPS like Duel or something like that. I think the last time they fought against Genic, they needed a utility champion. They needed it.
Oh. There we go. Talus getting really tight there. Orbing out of danger.
Genic's only 11 health. Is Machine gonna try to push it? Yep,
He does.
tickle.
That's all it took. Made it work. Good patient play there from Machine. Dramas finds Genic again. Genic goes down twice in a row. Dramas 20 frags. Genic 25 frags. Machine 10 frags. Talus 8 frags. So
I mean, Genic
gap is
Beef,
still pretty tight here.
Genic Beef has been controlling the powers here, but like you said, they've been within 5 frags the entire game now.
No team can seem to pull away from each other. This one's going to come down to the wire. We're coming up with 2 minutes left. We've got 30 seconds until a quad pops here.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dramas get a quad here and just see what he can do with it.
Speaking of Talus and
They're set up really early. They got like a little less than 20 seconds.
They have been set up really early, but I think that this is actually really smart. So Machine on these pushes has been a little bit late. Like if you're gonna have to push in to try and take a room, you need to push together. It's kind of, if you played Counter-Strike, it sort of works the same way. You got to push in with your team, and Machine has been consistently late on pushing into these situations. And they're not even gonna try it this time.
You know, we're in the middle of the action. No.
I'm surprised he didn't take that orb out there.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
this turret is chipping away at him.
Yeah, I don't want to stand there with a turret locked onto you.
Yeah, not as well played as this could have been for Talus, but again, doesn't need that many frags. 2 would be plenty here. Machine is trying to be sneaky and hide there. Will step out and get fragged. Machine could have.
I think if Machine wouldn't have fired, I think.
Does Dramus realize that the quad popped out? A bit of a double take from Dramus there, but Machine will take the last
he's gonna get it. I don't think he's gonna get one here or not.
No, not enough time left on it. But I mean, that's not a bad outcome for Dramus Machine.
Got less than a minute. They're down by 2.
Yeah, it's only a 2 frag deficit. When Talus picked up the quad, I was like, oh well, that's gonna be it. Talus is gonna go run people over, but that was not an impressive quad run there by Talus, and now it gives Dramus Machine a chance to come back here. They're only down by 3, but they've got 30 seconds.
Gotta push. Gotta do something here. 20 seconds.
Yep. Genic goes
2
down.
frags.
Talus now is just desperately trying to escape the situation down near Mega Health, and Will for another 10 seconds counting down. Talus finds a frag though, and that's going to be it. Yep, there's not going to be enough time. Dramus calls the GG.
Dramus really needed that kill.
You win.
Absolutely. Well, that came down to the line, but it's going to be Genic and Talus, Beef. Congratulations. They're going to win the 2v2 blind date number 6 here on the State of Quake channel. Once again, I'm PlagueTV. It's great to be here. Thanks again to State of Quake for having me here as a guest broadcaster. Yet once again, Slip, to you and UNKiND, thanks for organizing State of Quake, and DRon, who I believe is still awake with us, for doing all the administrative work tonight, making sure
I think he's in there somewhere.
Smoothly.
Could have been sound asleep though.
What was the prize pool tonight?
Looks like we got up to 180. Another day. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Now, to be fair, also I haven't checked the emails yet. Usually UNKiND's doing that in the background. So at the end of the day, I will, I'll finish it all up and I'll get it right.
Oh, I'm here, baby.
Hey, there you are, DRon.
There he is.
Thanks for your admin work tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the host or the cast.
All right, Genic. You guys want to interview between Genic and Talus Beef?
We can let the boys go to bed, I think. It's up to you.
I'll just type it in and say if they're up for it. Chat.
We'll let him go. We'll let him have a sleep.
GG's. We will not leave.
Oh man.
Oh, and thanks for the follow, Marty, Stefan, Steven.
Another good twos event, boys.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I'm not gonna make any promises, but the next date for 2v2, we might not do 2v2. I'll try to make it. We'll try to make it something different. So I'm gonna say. Tell us wanted the interview. Jane Doe, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Jane Doe's like, nah, keep it 2v2.
Keep the twos.
Like I said, it may not happen. I'm just throwing it out there. It might happen, might not. Who knows?
Tons and tons of variety in the community tournament scene again. Mondays is Quake Cafe. They do their events, I think, at 2 p.m. Jahar is bringing back the Tasty Spleen Koth on Wednesdays. State of Quake right here on this channel does a King of the Hill. On Thursdays, I am 40 Lions channel. Mr. 40 Lions does the Lions Den. On Friday nights, Saturday nights, of course, here we are right now doing another 2v2, and tomorrow we've got Shub Cup actually, which is a another thing, another new thing for people that are under 2K SR. So lots of great North American events. I'm glad to see some life breathed back into the Quake community. People seem to be pretty hyped about QuakeCon announcements. QuakeCon tickets going on sale and selling out almost immediately. And
if you didn't get one,
damn.
That's all we can say. Didn't get
That's
one.
all. That's all we can say. That's all I got.
Get me something on Tuesdays and I'll be fully happy. Well, I don't know if I can do a third event a week. I think I'm tapped out for 2.
Which one is for 2KSR and under? That is Shub Cup on Sunday.
Flip flap, dude. I don't control that. If it happens like that, man, I didn't cheat you, sir. I just picked the winner. That's all I did. I just picked the winner. Yeah, and also next Saturday will be our Diamonds in the Rough event. It's rigged. So yeah, next Saturday, if you're gold 5 and below, you can come out to the Diamonds in the Rough. We'll be doing that. What happened on Sunday, Jane Doe? That's PlagueTV's Shub Cup tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we got some Shub Cup tomorrow. So we've got a North American duel bracket going on tomorrow for 2000 SR and under. Shub Cup will run in seasons, where winning matches during the bracket scores you points towards Shub Cup. It kind of works like English Premier League, where there's sort of a table.
Also, tell
them
me what time it is, just in case.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern in the afternoon, so it's not a late night event, not a morning event, but a nice little Sunday afternoon event. We're launching it on Easter because we're filthy heathens. But you should be able to find information on that in the link that I just put in chat. I think I have times and stuff in that. I am indeed, J-Bach. I am indeed. That is on my home channel. But like other tournaments here, we'll rotate casters in and out. On the first one, it is myself and Chompadash will be casting. We've got Fluid Logic, who's probably my only standing mod in the channel that are going to be doing the admin work for that. So it'll be good times.
Well, with that, I think we're good to go. Thank you again for coming out, guys. Hopefully we'll see you Thursday night for our King of the Hill, which we will go back to round duels. We will not do time limit duels this time because, well, on our end, it was kind of more of a leaning towards let's not do that again. Until they start fixing some things, let's not do that again because the spawn kills were atrocious.
Man, there was a funny moment in the den on Noth, PNAF. Oh god, I can't believe it's that. Vilnoth, where the initial spawn when the map started was 2 people spawning on top of each other at LG. Like literally on each other. We were like, what? So it's got some kinks to work out. But yeah, Shub Cup tomorrow is round duels as well. We're not diving headfirst into time duel for Sunday's tomorrow's Shub Cup event either. So we'll be keeping it in rounds for now.
All right, then thanks guys for coming out. GG's. Have a good one.
See ya.